Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI TV. Hi, my name is Charity, and you're watching KOFI.
Constituencies, and Messia Ben or Family do Anna address or address a president and Samba Kumbia or Moka and their Papinki Tahodua and Muya and Ashanto indicating the Romudia Nanka.
Young man, na Yavanto, we are back on TV. More television, no sooner so Yamama Kwaba. I ya breaky kakana yasa aba nti yenhwe
who have been deployed but whosoever will go in direct effect from our regional offices. We thank you for your presence. We invite you again and we'll brief you and give you specifics from polling station to polling station while we are rejecting the results as announced and certified by the regional EC in Ashanti region. We thank you for honoring our day.
The say yeah.
General Secretary and or
say me dance yeah. Yem fancy na me ko a woman me say about them na me hon ko NPP headquarters na na omanpani na danko akufo admifie mum yen ko ho na mate say Ora John Boadu, the General Secretary of the party, and so in Central for Din Komo Ewo Ho, and Tian Kohoi, na Yen said ye, and Yama Echo Ewo Ho. Now, I'm a penny and I don't go for the fear and names of that so far, and Yama to say, oh, okay, Tia said, Yebenya, na ya Benefo. Na fi yasai ewremu ho na yahwe said ye echo because Mate said the General Secretary of the NPP ono so ne central for odi nkomo o mampani na adan kwakufo ado o mu ni fie honom nti say de we di nkomo
I asked him, I asked him. So, for Chroma, Tango Mebano, me fa Chromo Kakran na me ba bedru. So, for Chroma, I as attention will Chromo pa. Many hawkers in the beach train como, the Omo can say, Omo Bastrabato Commission say, Nimonimu ye omra out. Na omye huno, if we say, Akoba say, Koshe them. Tonwadie into Ojina Bontene so osuro wonu so a okoshe dem so akomade no nti
but yen yam just that me sure say commissioner wie ni de so ye nyina na de so wotena so
dabi
on say yen koma pressure gidi bra de dia de wonwie kra no dabi ese se ode niam ni nyina tutu yie
politicians no so de omo ya no so no tanko eno so ka ho bio because NDC claim say we wini NPP claim say wono so we wini etino I ensem bebre wo monte so seriously
oba be kasa
oman fosro pa
to fa monte so na
Kroma ye din but feel na wo ho no nsem omo kan na je se omo nye comfortable e wo said ensem ko
nana ya e wo ahwan so tientie Dwomboadu e wo no.
As for the presidency, right from day one, we've said it. Because we have an elaborate system. We are not only competent in government, we are competent in our party. As we speak now, we have a setup in our party office that has done exactly what our campaign setup has done. and it is the same. The New Patriotic Party candidate is getting over 151%. Then we will still patiently wait for the Electoral Commission.
You're telling me about 51%. It's a legal matter, so the Deputy Attorney General is going to speak to us here on Metro TV. I don't know whether the rest of them. Okay, so please, let me have my camera to pick up the Deputy Attorney General.
Very
John,
soon,
please
the
move
Electoral
one step.
Commission.
Thank you very much. So that was
there were one conscience and attracted the foreign name. I should just out the conscience is being never rating. Now, what time we don't friends, some races, yeah,
what time we don't friends, some races, they can't Abomudiaba. The Savluguno electoral official, ABNU, electoral official, we are to special voting. Now on the 7th of December, no one saw to be on. Am I actual? When just say what to Obama na bro, so multiple voting, no. You understand? No, yeah, then sign idea will be at two in premier, no. On the mention, but you're doing home, you're paying for doing home in your man. Because in the interest of this nation, and we don't have to hold on this nation to ransom as a result of just one constituency. Until you say your party for no ensign now. Yeah, my lawyers and sign under protest. Now your lawyers then taking it up.
Yes, I need about 137.
Now this is what I mean. 137. Oh, about 133. Makacho said there are about 5 constituencies. It is still under dispute, and we are looking at it. Yeah.
And come on, and no crime tanko. Assembly and the Ecosia, and just the reason why probably EC. Mama Jane, on by announcing it's because of Savelugu. Savelugu no Omunyan sign MPP for a protest. Na Nina Anzo watch him say EC official Okoye Jumano. Special voting or Tonaba. And I sign Kotuaba during the normal voting 7 December. No. And into almost one home sign. And announcement Naba Bontin say the president say Omu de Omunyai. Omun sign Machino Chemu. Second, no nanka fax ne krata and just also from center to the region about a national.
This is Angel 102.9.
I'm also grabbing sheet to bet me the announcement. And in the Kamuko sign it because there's a protest nearby. Almost sign, almost any presidential show, chrono, because we have votes now. So, Sanatia, there's a parliamentary, no, NDC, and a presidential near MPP. And it's a sad day, almost sign parliamentary, almost sign presidential, no, and a president actually say, the Omunko sign. So, the bear, no, back home, now announcement in Betimiaba. Announcement in Yabapa, not to say, easier to me about declare who won 2020 elections. Now, no, I'm beside John Bodo, as you heard me ask, and I say, you have to say 137, 1. Because, well, if they here and there, only saying this year 133, and then happens to be 137, 137. Kwame Tanko, to me, I'm a majority in Parliament, an independent candidate who happens to be the former member of Parliament, NPP member of Parliament. Parliament, Baba Sorano, or train who free MPP. I'm sure letter to intend to call said there be constitution. It say, one can who be a one, won't to be a member of Parliament to Korea to a Mompamana or Casa of independent or Koya or Korean, and we don't know how the whole thing will turn out. Now that the president has given an endorsement, so almost sign, they should go ahead and sign, although an illegality has happened. Or more and sign, but lawyers name tree protest. Until it means that Osania, it doesn't mean that is it. It doesn't mean it's a done deal. Osania, so you can fill a form, file your protest, write your comment while you are filing the protest. Then the legal processes can start. So they a bit to me. It can either overturn the whole thing or whatever would have to happen will happen. See, that is the biggest announcement at the moment, and that is the reason why Mama Jane want to me Emma Bontain and me declare winner.
Okay, well, Nanaya Koswana dear Che Namin say Bessia Ba. Yɛbɛsɛ aba bio na afei yɛasɛ abɛtoa so ɛwɔ hɔ. Captain,
menu ana te say
bɔkɔ.
Ede yame ase baby odi yɛn abeduru. Yɛn deɛ yɛayɛ projection sɛ wie. Electoral Commission say Nensaka 11 out of the 16. Sisi ya me no ka say Nensaka 3. Abeka 11 no. I feel beba.
Oh, okay.
Talking about his source.
Okay.
Nti Electoral Commission nya miensa. Say aka num. Na abeka emienu. Emienu no say MPP for ko sign Savlugu de ne de a. Na che say sa region nso de no beba. Na fe EC etimi ato so. Me pe this style and this plan, this strategy and this line of operation of the EC this time. One, because sir, first, as I say, the EC chair Tnankrai. Now you did all the constituencies brand one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Now, what to me, Abu Bono Mako. Nti I told Abu say, or drop a constituency we are. Ebe kakra ya catch say, oh, problem wo ho. It is our constituency nearby, no. Na easy the statement aba. Na ya withdraw. 2000 first round. Kodja Farijan issue statement makuma 9. Or withdraw Bantama. Or withdraw whole central. Or withdraw squadron leader Clenso in the constituency no me refinidin. And or withdraw Ketu South. Answer. Yes, and for Ababeka. Say we na correct. Even 2008, if you remember very well, figures and if you Ashanti region, no. Edu baby yes there be figures no over bloated. Enti as I say easy issue statement. Biom na yaka say you hold on. Na afei wo nsanya coalitions ni biom various coalition centers na ensign bra ansa eba edu baby swame hange here for 2 solid days. Inshaya so hange here 2 days. Bantima hange 2 days. Oforokrom hange 2 days. Atwuma mponua hange 2 days. Atwuma wabieja hange here. Tafo hange. Mampon that time na Papa your friend is saying MP will see adanimo hange. All because ye de ba mako na yesi obi aye bibi okwam obi aba intercept deben in some bebre. But this time round no easy say me metran kan na magye regional enti de sesa wo ye ne say Ubabo Modia now the free constituency from polling station, Fako Constituency Coalition Center. Na Constituency Coalition Center for no, and soon we are one fan called Regional Coalition Center. Enti Ansana resource ni be Regional Coalition Center ho. Ebe babeka the Electoral Commission in Sano. Na polling station ho ya quality ya sign ya jatum. Na ye de aba constituency no ahwe assign ajatum. Na afa region so agiatum na won asan owia no mama bo ekire dia bankran enti answer kan na nka be 275 constituencies ni na be ba be kan eye east no ensa won kransa wa bo ekire mako no afa yo be bo krata mako dunsia pe echi ti sa Ashanti region dia ne betom say bam na wo National Coalition Center ho no obi ahwem wo call bi a na waye woni call bi aye na wujituma wosan apa na easy announce it. I think this is good. Ebema from the beginning to the end of the process no emu betimi adaho na adaho yi nso. Number 2, Kodja Farijan ekọ court no oka asem o. Na political parties e wo mem ha yina including Akuadonko should take that statement serious. The elections are not won at the coalition center. The elections are won or is sworn at the polling station. It is a ulusu guard or polling station ho. Na ye kan wie na wo polling agent ne sign na ebedru constituency collation center. Now wo party representative sign ebedru regional collation center. Now regional representative sign ebedru national collation center. Now national representative sign na easy declares our results now. When the court now you say no as an exhibitor court be no to change. Obey no to change. Enti no essay you make sure say going forward first ye dey adaka na ye dua na ye dey abo emutum. Na enkrofo say ye dey bi gum dada. Ansa eno na ma K2 South 1996. Results na eba ye no. Enipa na woto aba e wo ho no. Na abro so nipa na yis dan kasa tro wondin ene wo ho no nyina wo constituency ni mu nyina no. Ebro so by 2303. Nipa na ya tro mudin na obi anwu. Nti obi atimi koto ye. But number nan kasa ye de tro din no esa bro so 2303. What I say?
Yeah.
And it this will happen our mampon. The MP before Adenimo mampon so pulling a whole polling station. What see nipa na hori na akoto ye. E won so ebroso 99. Chese nipa na wo police station we na obi anyare, obi anwu, obi antu kwan, obi akoto ye, abani bi ansai. Esa so broso 99. Into the polling station hono SSA obey vigilant and yet after see a declare results. You can never be vigilant after the declaration of the results. You must be vigilant while the process is ongoing. One yes I say and no a tofa who say wham. What to Number 3. Easy way is implementing something now. Emma international community no. Benye jidie more ewo ganem. Look, wo hwe ye yabato ye ko election bia na African countries ni na no investors efiri muko. So wo hwe 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016 na. The rate at which ana investors efi oman mu no above 10-15%. This time round, your investors are no usuro say ye beto aba. We went to me and Kobebre, we lost only 9.5%. So process where it go through Meme prediction is 2024. Why should investors no munja in Hong Kong? They will remain. Because they would have the faith in this country. They will have the belief in the electoral system, and they would have the faith in our security agency. Say they can protect and maintain the peace that we enjoy.
Okay. 3 regions now okay, you know. So you see a drop, you know, Afini and Saka. And the 3 number.
Pacho ba kun so abaka ho.
Okay, me you am 3 na ekura Mississippi enie Bono East. Na Bono East say na tie. NPP Nana Danko Akufo-Addo 153,341. John Dramani Mahama 213,694. Gumye 2,923. The Akasi and the Womza another. And Ufri Bono East and about Western North. Western North Nana Akufo-Addo 175,240. And John Mahama 196,556. Gumya 4,302. Lastly, Eastern region. Eastern region 752,000 for the 752,061 votes for NPP. And this year 470,999. Gum enya 9,818. And so Eastern region and so at the end. It's just so we are 2 no.
Western North and Bono East.
Told you
say Western North, that cocoa growing area, no.
They say, Nanka, memo room now.
All right, okay.
They say the Akano, Northern and Greater Accra, and the air train. These two.
But I can tell you, sir, Greater Accra is ready.
Okay, then wait for them.
Somebody, me catch me in Saba. Saba, Greater Accra is ready.
Okay,
and Chebeba.
Okay, Greater Accra, no, the region, and the air train. And they say the Aquacoyan regions, no breakdown, no saying it here. Acquired tie 7-7. Bono region, NPP. Ahafu region, NPP. Northeast, NPP. Central, NPP. Ashanti, NPP. Western, NPP. Eastern, NPP. 7.
So Northern region, almost same.
Okay, and then also back. Great. So instruction no call no. And the Osha John Dramani Mama in NDC, so I saying it here. Western North NDC, Bono East NDC, Savannah NDC, Upper East NDC, OT NDC, Upper West NDC, Voter Region NDC, 7-7. They all want to know.
Ebano.
They say no. Sir, the claim say NDC cast more 10 out.
There be ude nyabotre
regions. No.
Ude nyabotre.
Okay.
You see, communication. Oh. Na kwa me na ye adwuma wo Love FM. Ono ne abante ba ko ne ye friend Apuzo. Na Apuzo board drive. Apuzo no board drive. Kwa me bua no akase mboa o. Koso. Na Apuzo board drive. Na womo drive no so no. Womo won komo bi am friend court nkomo. Patro say correct.
Correct.
Asma me ka about 10-15 years old.
Oh yeah. Songo.
Okay. Na sa court nkomo no, womo de enzema akasa. And bobo numbers no.
Diabolic.
Omo de enzema akasa. Ena ebobo sa numbers no.
Ono ka otwe.
Edon wotwe. Epro nkotwe nkotwe. Na wo mabobo no saa na
okay so de enzema na ebo.
Na wo mukọ. Na one day bi
o ba ko fe esete na fisenyo. Esete na fisenyo.
Ano je enzima.
Court case number 2.
But that's it. Na that time I feel na me ma start radio foforo wo Kumasi 2002. And now mo yes our program no. That one day be na a 6th March 2003, 6th March 2003. And when we go interview Bafu Akoto otumfo achame hene. 6th March 2003. Go interview Bafu Akoto. And on the ball Apuzo. The driver no so. Morning for the ball kakra. Now Apuzo by na yene de. And no boy. Bafu Akoto nyame fa ne kranse yi. O kan sembi was a interview na. Omkoye no.
No then.
Asema Bafu Akoto kan ne say. Meni wudi nkomo ne ye di nkomo ene ye di nkomo ne ye be di nkomo ense. Meni wudi nkomo na meni wadi nkomo ene ye di nkomo na ye ne won wadi nkomo ense. Mentrase. Okay. Say wo twen ema meni ya di nkomo wie. Now what say ya bo bonodin. Na wo gina chiri. Na wo ye wadwen say what say ma bobo no. Enti wo be ka asem ya fa bono ho manatia. Ebi anade ye ka fa abono ho nya no ne ye be kan e. Enti ya be who the truth. Tifi me manum. Ena wo gina kire no waba be ka asem foforo kire no. Enti ye di nkomo. Ena one wo di nkomo. Enya de kro.
Okay.
Reported speech.
Reported speech. Sana na ba fa koto peso kire. time na resource no na ethically in kakra no na SSA one a year press conference can for the NDC no that's a komo to omobo kakra bi
anadwo
because sir adewe ebi to MPP in 1996 tama bantema ebeto mu say bam atwema mponua atwema wabieja menhia that time na menhia turi na abom na menhia eso na menhia hyase efri alaba ebe fa central market ho na ninemu na aba fa buo krom aba airport runabout a line ho na ene tafo pankro no akoboshe na so it's a bom say bam 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 na MPP was general regional secretary be defend Kujo
Sam Kujo
very good
on to a free mode last year
that
is it this year
Lord Wakbal been here
I'm for crazy Sam Kujo free wow this year
been here
oh
Ena o issue statement quiet press conference say I win it because I'm not trust no here the calculation secretary south ba near the way minus way na say whole central ba near the way two way free mu a ebeka we na ka we to say ka we sa na wo the northern region no de ne ba northern region no atwam podua na atwam wa beja be mene no say no mene no wi a no the upper east na upper west ne ba ne ya calculate ne ya de mampon ne ya de hand not na ho no de ne calculation ye wi ye say amemene results ne ba na mene hwe I'm telling you what amemene ye kasa asem no na nkrofo dimirika ko apino apia minka fi anim e the brass band are ready nkrofo hyase bo nyum kro ne kete
on betwi soroku
gigiri nkrofo fifi miamia bakumase bebosi nti afreja na ebedi nyina MPP fo bebere ahye white ye twen afreja be declare say ya won it almost home Rollins 57.something%. Upa check record no. A holding ko for hesam kudwa anim. Na bra na ye den. Ya na guys say ade na memina. Ah say me hwe. Enti say polling station results bar. You got to be careful. But remember one another typical example. Ukogomwa West constituency. Ubetimi anwene from Gomwashim Gomwa bamukrum ba we ne hasode betumi we ne Gomwa takwa betumi we ne Gomwa tachiman obetumi we ne Gomwa dabisu train na pam junction na pam results emransa you can win all these polling stations in these towns amabobo Gomwa West train na pam junction ne apam krum ene drama results ne emransa anya obebo se hunu bibia menehwe because wofa Gomwa tachiman any Gomwa takwa any debisu resource bomwa police station ni na resource bomwa kano na ye one police station e wa pam etu wetimi awene all these police stations the crop hofoni na bosi ba apam Roman Catholic school hono eyi ni tipe wabon sa wodi ni na ya mene no na wani so ada ho se wan enti no SSA politicians ne to omobo ase kakra wodi why your coalition center wagege resource ni nyina wagege a koso no make sure so you slow down a little because still otuko no catch and say o in central region e then na NDC representatives say one central region na assign say o malusu
no more ground
e ban say so wo national coalition center wo east one so assign say o malusu exactly. Why announce it to the whole country? So one win a central region. Central region ne buy no. One regional coalition center hono. One can party representatives say wajia to say yalusu. Assign say yalusu. Ebedu national coalition center hono so no. One representatives say also assign say yalusu. Oh, I said what to on boase kakra. Like 2000 first round. I won't cry her.
Yeah.
Jake Obechebi Lamte. One call that time crowd no friends a strong room one kobi. Na ye Dan Botre. Kwabere Japan. Akabako. Lord come here. What's it? No, that's not organizer, but now omo din bia no mo de frɛ no strong room and party BBB coordinator. Omo an post for crowd na ono na okɔ strong room not information about na okoba sa Jake trust statement Emma will be with GBC nipa ba kind statement no wan kan yawie nti esanka akwam wan kan sa statement no wie no ye bema ni mu odu kakra mpese me kai ni din no or the BB did something courty. Debbie rock. Oh, Papa Penny no kind news. GTV. BB Courty. I've forgotten the first name. Ebeba. Bam na kakwem. Because the NPP had projected that they've won already. They were not thinking of a runoff. I'm saying we refisa there no 50+1. Eti dan money ba ho no no say there be chance so would have. Ade no men ko kan answer. But that kakra bi apie. Then they later realized that I didn't call runoff. And when a man Dan Botre can say take it easy when the results are coming in. Make sure you mark it up and map it up before. And I'm not basing there. I would believe in Dan Botre today. I will believe in Dan Botre tomorrow. I'll believe in Dan Botre next year. I'll believe in Dan Botre the next 10 years to come when it comes to elections. Because he's got the heart and the patience to make sure, say, he will mark and map as we be now. Now, some regions no bobo also say womo anweni. Now we want to representative say say you lose no. Obe ya no say. Men can be biabium.
Okay. And initially projection NDC for the by the might as yes emphatically. On one way in the na that ahumachina near Tihei. That was on the 7th of December. Na era 8 early hours of 8th December no. Almighty as I said 10 regions there so far. They did mention of the central region, they did mention of the Brunos, but so we Bruno MPP winning Bruno region and now MPP sign winning half. So when you even combine the three, and then this winning Bruno East, when you even combine the three, MPP or majority or that's if you're going back to first now no more so the not Bruno half. And it was shocking. Say now press conference no almost say more winning all the bono now. Okay, no more winning all the bono now. I go buy it now and to say any idea. I mean to see Electoral Commission there now by a 7-7 you could have 14 7 for the NPP 7 for the NDC. Awaiting Northern Region and Greater Accra.
Kwame, that's what makes the Electoral Commission as legally is being designed to be. Say, ono ka na asem no wia. That's why the Electoral Commission has been given so much power and is supposed to have so much independence. Now, for our democracy to really grow, we need, as every single individual, whether you're a politician, you are whatever, when it comes to election, you need to respect and give the independence that Electoral Commission is supposed to have to them. When we leave it to the political parties, they will always be clamoring, agitating. Merini, from the grounds, say and stuff like. Sometimes even a mere polling station, you can say incidents or incident, can be misinterpreted by a political party as if say it's a calculated attempt to rig the election. Meanwhile, now genuinely it could be a mishap in our work, even in this work that we do every day, we make mishaps. And we need to anything that they be we advise says when you are making projections, when you are making whatever you think is giving you a certain level of credibility. So niema na me no me ma wo hu say Electoral Commission emmekasa ye de nanso me ka ene hyehyem da tu enini niema me sise ni nyina no e kire say na de na ekọ, then you add a certain word, provisional. So the results that have started trickling in a year with decision as a political party, a serious political party for that matter. Now say some results and na odeba will cause or your case why you think say certain things must come to your side, then you must be very, very careful. Then you must be very, very careful. Captain Minewo and NGTV nya flag be from Elvis Abra Asebu Kwamankese constituency. Elvis Morrison say tiha I say no politician, he can't win, he can't do this, he can't do that. Now say me ka no ba. Na nye kenyina no, this is coming from the incumbent MP. On also Kasai agreed on the Yakran Kasai totally said he didn't even listen. Obi na friend say na Captain Eka, say na Kwamna ni NGTV for any idea Eka any idea. And I'm saying yes, at a point in time, results no Eddie can buy. Now you are leading. In the middle of it, First of all, had overtaken you.
Yeah.
So it was that spell of the moment. But when we also got to the final lap, we know say now all the results of the police station have come. We said you have won. You have won. And to say results now the initial ones and a provisional one, your decision any idea. It means that you are calling for a big trouble, even for yourself, for your followers, and for the nation, and for the peace and security of the state. And say no matter what it is, your electoral process no, you didn't maybe to akwemu. In fact, I like a Sedun Ketia for what he was saying. So, electoral education he gave that I picked from him was that, and I forget what I said. The elections are won from the polling stations. Ya to abani we polling station ho ya kan NDC enya say MPP enya say GUM enya say ni ade now entine wo party agent officially recognized by the Electoral Commission and accredited as such say ne yenya ni say ususu say ente saa now wo no amunumu ho na then you protest one protest amunumu ho na ya sign na bedi yen central for yen same na ya announce na if police station to collation center na ya collecting na wie na o ye candidate and a party o see collected result no menyin to mo a it is not allowed so because yen san so kind of from then na ma unyi entum a police station A there police station B police station C, police station Z, because there must be a particular one that is of contention. That particular one of contention, it must be contested at the polling station, not at the collation center.
Exactly.
Collation center, no, bifia. One can say some particular polling station back when a constituency of about 50 polling stations. It's not allowed.
Okay.
Me war problem war politicians ba out na o ma ba be declare say o mo na awini ana say wo hwa de in a comfortable lead or something like that. Aya na me bisa say is it fear ana a trust entina o mo pentem ba ansa na Electoral Commission aba because yen show this is the case say Electoral Commission na nkasa de waye di en what ne ba bi and na figures a wo benya no no apia to ni Facebook handle and any other handles no but politicians no NPP ayane de NDC nso ayane de fear and as trust and wo munni wo Electoral Commission mo se obetimi a manipulate figures no and into no mo pentem de beto and yes me se manya 10,000 Electoral Commission the beto was manya 8,000 they are not just we me.
Okay.
Nti ya na ye deal.
Mame shall deal.
Mami we na brem quick one. Share. What will say a projection no. Okay. And only projection are trendy.
Yeah.
All other stations are yebi. But ye projection not trendy more. The reason is that yam pray ye hu ye to ye boase na ye ko na ye ba na ye dwede ho na producers na machiri na ye prinha na ye de kwa na ye de sha trying to make sure say everything is well coordinated. Say we have almost 14
No, we have 14 not
you have 14. I would not be surprised that the difference that will come between Nanado and John Dramani Mahama from the 14 will not be less than 600,000. Open market on the wall.
Say the woman here as it stands
open market on the wall.
3 regions now Beka which is Bono East, Western North, and then the Eastern region. Okay, Kambomwa. Me catch us Bono East NDC winning. Western North NDC winning and Eastern MPP winning. Now I can't region me and say boom NPP nya 1,080,642. NDC nya 881,249. Ye we no ye beka e de ball the other regions na wo no nyina mu. Say 14 regions are abano.
Later cry ready, don't worry.
And 14 regions na abano. NPP Ekra from the were certified from the Electoral Commission.
Right.
Okay.
5,067,445. NDC Kra 4,410,143. Over difference.
Census will be.
NPP Ekra 5,067,445. NDC Ekra 4,410,143.
Difference in here say.
Difference that NDC ni NPP and TEM has at 14 regions, you know. 657,302. And no a year in favor of the NPP.
As a man, I'm catching us here. Mamma, Greater Accra betum. Greater Accra betuma. Oyambesho. Northern region na contention aba hono ho. Asube bia parliamentary ni namo, na asube bia presidential ni namo.
Exactly.
Me train da yebenya president with minority in parliament. Ankadado ebe me de kameni beje say what president or what minority or parliament say Ghana we are the beacon of democracy in the whole of Africa.
Okay, say Andra educate your projections be esa say near omo ekita omo no in fact MPP for our parliament or penny for no they will be called ranking members on committees.
Okay.
Their leadership will be called the minority leaders, and then they will be called the majority and chairman of those committees. That is something to chew on later.
Okay, they will form a government.
Well, and I'm saying that is something to chew on later. Okay. I'll just leave it there like that.
Wow. And you know, when you look, me train Sadano. The man who said the South president in the managing him.
And the state.
Yes. Elections coverage on a very difficult task. If you don't have the experience, please man go home. And yeah, easy. Ubetimi ya obedru baby no. Make us a fa ho baby. Figures ne ba. Yes, say ya fan tuma say hey, we do tuma be pem wo. Fan tuma ansa twen. Fan tuma ansa. Say baby Ghana ye dru say no wo ho. Ghana ni no any ebie pa kana na yede adaka mum ene yede to aba na twam
we are see you soon
no tanko atwam
yeah
se si emre ya ye wo mu no se wa realize ya se ma ye we no Ghana ni said that here no bebre because they say about Ghana ni di trim say aban bi aba oye bibi. John Dramani Mahama, based on our projection, Nana will win this election. But I still want to say this and place it on record. Ebano infrastructure, our fourth republic imwa, obiti obia including Nanado.
Ebi mo so se wo mo ne wo nya adwen was asem no. Last time I already said
no na adwen.
No, obeti at said the reason why part to all cano. Because the other day okay, you know, I had a whole message from somebody and also disagree with him.
Fine. When it comes to infrastructure,
okay, patch me ba. Kofi Aduma ewo ahoma so yenyo ni Kofi na sisi e menhwe ba bia Kofi ewo. Wanwani na bibia ya boko de I don't know. Kofi me bana o mic no me say wa san hwe ni ye e ma me Kofi o mic no
thank you
afedi odem
I think you should hear me now.
Me te on kapa wa ba
Okay.
Na hina wa wura eze de
Me wo the headquarters.
Okay. Okay. Either what people that what you no efe papa
Me wo efe pa me wo gum headquarters. Headquarters no.
NSC kwa no. Office unhunu ya na. Oh. Kofi Aduma.
Me cause me buy my say
o pa sem sanke kansem. Wo bia headquarters dey see we. E kwa no ho no mo. Ana Kofi Aduma oni nya unhia glasses.
There be any
Kofi Aduma nya glasses.
Ana gisa me do I go check it.
Ugo na gutwa. I saw them.
But kafra me buy ye o maboball glasses ni ade.
Eno no ye emrante no a obaye omayi no. Omkoye na omosa down money. Esa buy no to bobo mu. Ba minimum baby say obi na perform koye you street boys. Obi na perform koye nipa kro na ombefa mo no away. Obi ama. Mo say enti Ghana for na untimi hu. Me feel say a party member owo GD on party mo na ye campaign for 1 year or 2 na one day ukojina ko hwe resource amai na obi demand this car na me hu adwene kura wo isan say we are fighting for peace and also progress of our country. We are not yenye ya adwene say ye bechichi scam obi. What I say say is can ye chicha mo obi dia senke ne nka ebo mo de akobwa pa say mo mama magis kala mo fango. What I say but obi a we committed to a party bia no esa they say ese otimi committee on na otimi boa party mama adi we say emra Ghana politics na moye se me fi say o na o ye party member na person oboa dia hwe na boa ma party ne mra power na se wo kase bia me hiesika en makosum party ndia en na onye obi a o ye committed so obeboa ama democracy akoso because it's democracy musika chiche democracy mu fawebra no emwa Ghana
but enra actually no obeye we ni we me hu say wo cheska bi e de ma wo mo na opese akoma to forma na akoma to yem
de tiene say ekofo ne buy wo say omo ye street boys omo ye party members ene ya mo card so mo konko hwe me give card ne hwe enso yampa one of the ma omo se ma me bi ene mom koye sade no ena this gum card ne da mo ko what I say enemy street boy they are no part of our party but me hwe din na nkora we say koye sa no na say me hwe pride okay mom 46 no be afanko which is almost about 100 or 200 people na my mom on the koye no mkoye no you say almost sheda kwaku group another people say monko pebinye say hwe na Ghanaian youth cause bia mu a emwa ema democracy nya kama.
Do you need protection?
Me per se I don't need it, but me here protection for asori no but enano pay me friend national security catch them say omuma approach formula immediately any yikura enom santa ombegu ha emama one short was here nti say obia ndi ha BMCC me akasa me nantim de menye obi abone ena me mu obi apa so say
kokofia bato so ma me ne fa we bra enti onim ofia election bi ko abeko ba bi no yes so and this na me hwe ofia central region bi 15,000 ofia Kumasi 12,000 Ashanti region obeko western region bi 20,000 obeko it's a good start because obi a ono no one already on be 6 million and that amotanachi no the one send the party say MPP and NDC now we see we compare a movie a journey of 1,000 miles beginning with a step.
Do you this our message ben can't Ghana for Akomasana because as I say you are the third force our Ghana. Meaning how you feel with that and then message ben and I work that magic for you.
Yeah, the factories me believe in government owned enterprises. Me live in the private enterprises. Private enterprises they say support one. Ni reduce omo tax. Man conform. Na omo timinya free. Se me say na me ba power. Anasana do kura na beba power. Metro command say e betima omo tax exemption for about 1 year. What I say na ama obia wo company bia wo Ghana no ontimi nyina na so biem. No otima fankrofo. But when you continue to tax them na company negu what I say ye hwe banks ya ena nana do gu ni na mfa so bia ni so what I say e was say unim say enkofono de ka be 11 point something billion and they say ultimate a revival wogu no we are no sa ko for 13 point something say betuaka ama wo mo enti say nim enti say it say etime boa no mu gira mo na so na yetumi ekoye nim enti me de me third force na mabeda no me ko so akasa achira man sign
third force no se sia me ne akua donko di nkomo no kire se ye man agric minister ope minim saban tronsa freo e wona ban mu se o mawo ahye bi se beboa na somo a efa na obepe na obejimpo
omo agenda ene omo manifesto nyina no enkame de ho mimi die ni business wa adapt dia o de me kwa meye ebi ni semi revival the factories in Ghana factories here make sepa and am be boss factory KOFI Kumasi shoe factory Sopon Ceramics Bonsa Ties and a Palugu tomato factory. These are 4 factories are very important to me. Sese kitieni timi ye Bonsa Ties no na dey produce articulated tie na dey be produce motor bicycle trotro the enkwampo for the meantime and the raw materials are already there. Ebijan for the beto China for the beto intelligent na yemo dran ko pebusia na enye machines no nyemfa nye sa time get away na eno ni because eno to so Ghana omo use bicycle omo use motor omo use trotro taxis et also in the end sa ebetumi aboa it is bia na do adapt that no aka say oh me pese me call sadi na
say open trade and industry ministry
no me trade and industry ministry me pese a revival the fourth government
says definitely that ministry will be in charge into say the man say be in charge
they tell say almost 7 say omo the unbelieving in private participation say private omo the omo nya government owned enterprises that ni mo so ba montin be ka say government na anka sape say onu anka say be companies ede magana ebe at least abo region bi akra de ba ko na so chabosom brana be boa me kwa ko boa ni mum senya government own they say me community was say and a man appointment say ba be we be a menye mempe
say what Fernando Obonabaso and I say yeah train Electoral Commission because so far figures in the air banner do and the NDC egu so contested MPP for jubilate enyanye clear we can say Nana Rene and I say John Dramani Mahama Rene till the EC beba out constituency ba kwanda in contention say MPP for AJM say NDC emfa do mo sign under protest until now enche Electoral Commission between Babontia be declare am yehu where it is but minim so afre any of the candidates and where do you think say nipa no Rene
Nana do na me frɛ no my friend Nana do anopay and I'm a catcher and say, dear, and I make a cacono, and baby, what we did, no, and you said it be a victory, no, a benedia. So we near be my congratulations. na mom no onkai say voter regime BBT no bebre e no kire say me very powerful
ubiti no voter regime
me routine bebre ko baby no me biti ko baby no me biti kire say kanina na ebobo aba na MPP ni
da bi o hefa na biti if
back of Alice number so we are why should I say
you say gum biti MPP that is a serious
me biti o de bia ti ma me kan say mo kire say wo hwe kanina na ebobo aba e wo NDC ni MPP breso na say ebobo aba na yes e bia NDC enya 31000 was the MPP yes we enya 41 so to say NDC enya 24000 was the MPP yes we enya 77 but this year one more 24,000 them 2,000
police for akoha omobo ban enu actually omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama efie security abifo app ewo ho woko NPP headquarters wo mo jubilate ama ho nso security ewo ho na do fie ho nso animu ho no nyina ya gye ho till say obedura Accra International Conference Center ho nso security ewo ho send signals kakra say ewie mu nheda enye from sa
o se me ba politics me ka say me hunda esum say the commission ne jadem ana yeshi ansa na me bi hu sembo a me soro yesem de ba no menim se sen kanya me na me ba sin ni mo sabrin ke declare results on that say because at least 1.1% okra no
this is Angel
102.1 plus 1 what I say enti because me vote me nya nyina no se kokodi nanado ho ana ebedi mama ho a enka ba ko awene what I say but the force the be mu no ebe third no and me ntimi undecided right now but me feel say ebia enche Electoral Commission baba but saa de na ekoso nyina leadership so say mama baba ntin be ka kire nkofo say medium sema win certify with your results never who say ayampa so with my winning transcending who say the catch required coming home with my winning and said but unim say unru ho na babontin ujini people to do that meaning say beboa but I wish to say nipa nyina ebefa crew out of this thing na fi yenhwe ne esi wo enra to do to a course war is it techima na say bibia nipa mienu ewu ye no ye mfa ehwa bi hu se mrantie no mo me mfa brabo ento chacha what I say sabi bi security se wuti metu sisie me fa telephone frɛ se me hia police forces ana a police for bi ku kam bi bra bi go o wonso fra obi ema what I say ofra obi ema into why do you have to follow me metia no me e bambo ho what I say metimi dem so kofi wo pie free kwan ho ba nyina me hu se wo ka eba what I say metimi dem so metie me fie me monitor me bedroom nyina me hunu ho eso waso da ho so me hu me bedroom nyina wo fie metimi dem bebia no matoto me no maye oh enkra ebe gina anim ha no gimi nyina e de obeyi nyina am se metwere nyina wo enso obi bia metwa enti no se ukọ na ukọ na tutubo na ewu a wawu kwa oh enti me feel say Electoral Commission for defend them ho e public idea but there's no need of you following people to do wrong thing emwa and ye tra wa mnabo say 3 days kwa Electoral Commission baba bonti I say we are waiting for them to come out enti omma bonti there's no need of you making noise trust nefedi na owie na so declare na office on tiasia contest it na itimabua say ebi na nado ye bi otra so ya ma ye declare wie and also on tiasia okọ court then so any amwa no enti so also connect bi dia boa good peace e magana
me hu post bi say o se wasore ma edu hwamo pa wasore ma bebrebe na o he voter wo motoma na omunim nkroma CD auditor ye kura ba akobo asa waboka me name say
nkroma de ni CD ben
nkroma videos na we you know
nkroma videos sim ko twa no room me am ko twa room
and this post name free ho
oh there be free me ho
unni wasore ma no so ho ya wo hwe numbers wasore ma dodo na voter onya ya
masore ma ya de papa what I say asore ma edi machi a bompa yese nyame bemma nkunimdi aba ne ade asore ma nya president ami pedi enana omohwehwe se asundue beba Ghana what I say de ne de eche me se kofi mamemu anka de bi siasi me ba mu nti se no obi ntimi nuru ba bi ene waka se see ya there say a close to call what I'm say to me call say 49% point something and yeah mintia say medru wa wie oh nemo me be muntino obi aba hit be 48 and 47 untimi me 50 nti e dey no be ka say ma wene what I say nti no na omo hwehwe say enkunudie beba magana nyina because obia wa resimu say masoro be bia ni wa menyi so wanto ma me aye Greater Accra enipa no edoso what I say na ensoroma no so nya hankwa no mo central region west region bebre what I say nti na say wa ko say obekọ bia upper east na menya bia 1000 meye de nam konya we ho what I say obekọ an menya we nti sa na tie.
All right, but one person I mean him so tuma o ye me papa Samuel Okra Obrekum.
Oh fine.
Me him so tuma. Winim pa. There be offer me say me nkotuma na me say da unim say me abai me nto. There be ne de o menre
govi adiba kan say ese ye omra o Ghana ba e kokot
ye ne saade ani me kwa me say no
as I say to me yemra Ghana na as obia as contribute to the progress of our country decision untimi ntrasema enipa bi nkoyem fama yinyina na fe na ade atete eno hawo ba o chaze kofi yete asisi se koba se enne bibini se me ka akire nanado ana se mama na eba na me ka kire na obefama sem isazo onim se next contest no a bit my what I say you know Ghana for me gidi we democracy na yenkoso ne ento aba no
futu ade amenti next election but mama say
the election eye we have you
is obi e se fita de aseda mewrade
moario mo mato so 3
yenyina ye ba asore de bia de hankati fita Ghana dinkunim ena gum so dinkunim wonim say a journey of Tazma begins with a step yedi kan akobi ye koye no yakotoso miensa new party ya campaign for just about 8 months and ko covid bremu anajo 1 2 nyame nam baby sa na munam bushikra na munam ni nyina no a great ayi sa enti me ne me kan say ensoroma no ayade na adwuma no de kira me trust ya council ase ena me ye counseling ena me hwe nkofo omo ba ya na omba council me hwe wo kira no pa me trust ya if na otwi nyina mu me hwe nkofo throughout sanity
obi here obeka say yes of sika asa obeka council abegiska de ahye ne campaign anan e de na obeka
kofi metu se me medjuma dada enye election ti na mamba medjuma eme ye ma de dada ayara say ikoso dance ikoso e wodo da kofi ade ne say esenka sabri me ye nipa me mama ho so a sabri bi kwa nka me da fie madwodwo me ho me nko ba bia enso no e ba se nipa timechi no esem behwe won ba se enipa hia mmoa enipa yare wona nyambiti mafa so abola ma na ho ato no o se me presidential candidate me wienti se go visa me weni mpo a every Sunday come was so them. Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, we say also for no.
Oh, me baba e masori. I say
president Sunday no asan ba so da ba ya so.
Ya na ye me ho so. Enye sanete unya me som de e ogidie eni kwa se mfa o the presidency e be konya me som mo enti se me be na soja for pepe abesia asoro bagu aye ne ma be preach church makasa kire won edu ba bi ne se me okasa ne se me kasa TV so a ma kasa TV no so man ko fa hwe e kakra kakra ne ebu man no ntumi ntunya me adwuma ntwene e bra se amembu no ho nti da bi udu nyansa na bo amembu nyame ne ma adwene nyansa nti se wo wasoro fie no wan fight na wan nyenya me adwuma okra adwuma okodi amagana no enyi
me ba ye na wasore ma ne bi tanko se Captain Smart wo ha onhwe ha ne yie pa wo church members ni bi ene asore ma no ebi esusu se wo kan ye se osofo chiabosom etumi nya 1000 votes kura na wo do dan no ka be ma wo mo se me jemre wo mo minim ana wo de be che
says eno de eno de on de okano kwa nti sade be kano se mo se kofi na me hwe okwa no account obi na dem account yes
we na say
obi na dem account yes
the other na say camera no betumi afa was say after all the Nkrumah videos I showed you people, I am getting 2 and 3. Do you know how much I bought the CD self? And see we
obina edimi picture to so no minim site no kra baby o enkra na bia chem sisi a enti ade ba ko pa session so no say enen obi atimi fa obi din ogina baby o fa no picture en Kofi Adoma kra na de wo ato baby sa enti sanity enti yan koso na mesre Ghana for me de mesre ne say yema asumdue mra ma obia enkudi obi achi emma enoma pasawase bia ensi esa na minyini se beboa obia ene ekom diwa enya politics na ese odi akire ma omio nti esese okoye adwuma barade amese ama mampanye especially nanado se otimba power ebia kane we mi 6 a sese mfisi obusua no ma bebre afri enimo na 4 years no akwakoda na so no amukura na wanyini se yehwe ye tiasase no bese 110 so dia kenyina yiwura nti nkemu de niema equipment no mra yem plan sase no efenguo ni nka che nkola ne se wo opese obebe ye adwuma bia brabeye what I say.
All right, but me find out when your invitation, I mean, say information. I mean, you say the Electoral Commission be move wako Accra International Conference Center because they're not a year standing or sabre MPP ejemu under the command say nanado say we more ensign under protest now the womunye munti say easy be to me I go ahead with the final way no obeko when you invite and I say
obumame edadem sisi a umbre me invite say declaration no memra bi ejuma me odoso nanado awe ne ewia omfana we ne mra na ye na nyame ase what I say but me party officials no ewo ho ambegina manemu na mo enyese bia me pese meko na me hunu se how jemense bege metre TV one ma hwebi me wi an ma free so ayade wa ya bona baso na bibi
but office ayade on Electoral Commission
why are papa I'm telling you ejuma ma ye no e bin si Canada what I say for you to say obitimi ahwe voters card voters ID authenticity say correct wo hwa okọ so a onsabeka for you to tell me say ye wie yetimi enya voter register nyina atma na map so okọ tamala nipa register woni okọ see ne wo okọ for you to obitimi access nyama bebrisa no e bin see that
yeah that's so for chabosom ena yene no babedi enkomo no in fact Ghana the third force ye bompire so betumi third force no obetumi build ya na nkakra akra obetumi aba animu se obetumi defense no a na Ghana fo nyina atumi ehu sa ebedim komo titanko meje mama mo studio na me na foforo na ye de hoso me nsa kwese yo
we have you
pay checks no ba bia ni ho a obiti NPP o ba bia
no anything na mpesa no ankasa nko sisi no yese pay checks no o ma hwa region now so obiti na nado no o gu so search o mu hu no
debio say nye regional police station bi wa me biti no say no
ene ne ye hwe na o gu so
station police me hwe bia ma no o ya message bia ma mo police station bi wa me biti no o dey say eti police station bi wa me biti no eti ade ne de one thing kwa na say eno kwa so na nchen a wo ye omapanyini na say omapanyini a wote so na police station ba na unya 17 na mizum bebenya 24 me meet you over. All right,
thank you. It is some more.
What to go be? Medasi TV sawa na why is fast that call easy na a report about through about the last two na can release ya and you know ya be ko enjoy. To Kofi Medasi Kofi Adoma wanwani na yete nka on sofu chira abosum gum ekodi nkomo
Gum. What in car? Show headphone no dress. What in car?
Metal go.
Otimenkai, where sure?
Oh.
Adam.
Umbezo bedem.
Okay. Adam di aneno ano.
Umbezo bedem wo.
Hey, better be wako kawo. Tango.
Ala screen no dia na koso.
Mi amehu. Wo de ya botembe bo mama. How say Aka northern region
and Greater Accra.
Northern region this green and then Greater Accra this red. Now northern region 1,050,016 voters. Who are shown the
registered voters.
Registered voters. 1,050,016. Now, when you come to Greater Accra, Greater Accra is 3,528,966. 96. Thank you, sweetheart. 3,528,996. Now, when you put these two regions together, Greater Accra and Northern Region, you would have 4 million plus. Okay.
Yeah.
If the voter turnout, if the voter turnout goes beyond 70%, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo is likely to increase from year projection a year 6,600,000 and something to 6,700,000 plus.
Okay.
Nana will go 700,000 plus. Now that they have agreed, Northern Region,
yeah,
sir, parliamentary seat be now NDC so one winning. It is a NDC, MPP and TSA and Jantum says parliamentary.
But NDC are winning parliamentary now. NDC are MPP are winning presidential.
It's no na MPP say one sign. Sir, CIA and TSA Juma. Now NPP just our parliamentary
results
na tum. Na NDC so aje presidential na tum no. John Mahama's vote will come down.
Okay. But Obenya additional parliamentarian.
Vote
to make him president.
Vote to make him president will not happen.
Okay.
That will not happen. So John will range between 6 million and 200,000 plus. Write it down. Apart from that, now it is over.
What is over?
Dinaba.
Mensanyankai.
Would the same Mitrianum catch us at 3 hours?
I'm to be mediatum.
And the catch us at Akatu, Abeba.
Oh, then the spiritual realm.
And I know Swaba. Sir, a connoisseur, it is most likely, and listen to me well again and write it down.
Okay.
It is most likely Nana will cross the 51 margin. When it happens like that, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo is likely to cross the 51 mark. He would have 51.67 to 52 Bibi Kakregwechiri. So Nana would have between 51 to 52.09.
Okay.
Thereabouts. And or the beko. Now, sir, what's your disappointment now? My catcher say infrastructure. John Mahama, I are there fine. Pa. But I never could be so now there's something we call strategic communication. A bano social interventioner. Nanado aye social interventioner aye futuristic. Which is the free senior high school, and there's no doubt about that. This thing, what it to tell all other social interventioner MPP aye no one. MPP the health insurance buy. MPP the free maternal health care buy. MPP at the school feeding buy. MPP at the youth employment. Ebaye MPP introduce Metro Mass na yetuasika ba de ko ba ye ne say won abro 70 years and free. Na school for nkwada om ye below 16 won so free. That social intervention came. Then when it came to mechanized agriculture, Jay Kufuor time what he decided to do was that tractors namra farmers no nkonkofa na omon fanya adwuma omo wi omon return tractor no na mom sa what they call no say what they ba make sure say and say Then Nana Addo Akufo-Addo also comes on board and add free senior high school to the MPP already existing social interventions. Now, the Ghanaian voter is now not looking at where see her. Now the Ghanaian voter is willing to listen to strategic communication that will communicate to the soul, the spirit, and the letter of the voter. That is what the MPP is doing. That is why, for the first time in the electoral history of this country, in voter region, Hohoi constituency to be precise, MPP are winning. That is why MPP are winning that seat. And again, because of strategic voter communication, say NDC are not careful. I'm re-engineer the faculties of their communication. 2024, MPP will invade voter region. They need to do that very well.
Somebody called me from Ashanti region about Enra. Discussion strategic. Say almost a year strategic placement of Ashanti region. So we need these personalities. Or MDC near or a penny or GDC as the party should adopt it.
Apart from Enono, Eastern region and Ashanti region alone. Say what can you now bomwa? It me shooty NPP momutimi winning election.
Oh yes.
Because don't forget that time Professor Mills na akano 20,000 no abedi president no.
Yeah.
Now we're winning 8 out of 10 regions. Now the only two regions.
Eastern and Ashanti.
This is the trick for the NDC. If they care, they should listen. May make catch a free consultation. Eastern region. This one. Eastern is this one. Eastern 1,641,050 votes. Now, when you come to the southern part of Eastern region, where you have the Manya Krobos, the lower Manya Krobo, the other settlers now, NDC seems to have upper hand. That is why NDC in 2008 started nurturing Oklite Telabi. He was then a lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. They brought him all the way from Kumasi, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology,
yes,
to that region because they needed Obiana ne clout no e wasro. Now Eastern region for J for time no more regional minister be oye nice kokowa to say Kojo Dixon. We are feeding no. Oh, he was in charge of looking for personalities to contest. It's a do baby. Your boy didn't say we be kwa kujia constituency. We all say ade we no. One year you the way faha ebeye say nti you dropping nipa we ni say. That is why in the wisdom of the NDC they went all the way to Kumasi to bring Ebenezer Oklite Telabi to come and contest in that region. One, Oklite Telabi ewo clout. 2, Otekasano. Number 3, Obonde proper. Number 4, Adeake Oklite Telabi is how to manage the personal communication with the party executives. Or yes, Adiana, one share ho, a bad done deal.
Okay.
Eastern region, I say, honey, no. NDC should consider it their own. Southern part one. Now, when you come to this part of the region where you have the Achims, you have the Kwiapims, you have the Achims, the Kwiapims, Kwawufuono, and the Adiana. NDC should begin to look for people who really are the clout. More clout, no? Eastern region, or Eastern regional. What we say? This constituency, Fantiakwa. Don't forget that Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo was a DCE. Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo became a member of parliament. Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo became the regional minister. Why? Because the Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo winning his clout. That time no who some of swamp of say or bar. You can see some kind of political aura be around him.
Sure.
This is what the NDC needs to do, to start looking for people to come around this area from here through Fantiakwa and up there. Now in Ashanti region, when you come to Ashanti region, let me check the color. Ashanti is this one.
Yellow.
Ashanti region, 3,019,178. Ashanti region, 3,019,178. Sir, what should I say? Yeah, me no say ya. NDC, Ewo Asawase constituency here. Ewo Asawase constituency inside Kumasi metropolis. Ewo Asawase constituency.
Yeah.
Apart from Asawase constituency, baby, ayana water winning. Eye Pangabu ho, Edra
side.
Now we want Edra. Now Edra are falling to the New Patriotic Party because of a project na MPP and the project had to do with agriculture. And the NDC should start looking for somebody who is an agroeconomist, like Professor Abu Sakara, Dr. Abu Sakara, an agroeconomist, or work clouds, or otherwise they should look for somebody within the deep circles of the Ashanti region or work clouds to go to Edra for 2024. Again, when you come to this part of Ashanti region, where you have the Menshia, as I say, Menshia North and Menshia South, no. Now, Odenya Bantama, they say Yatin Shire so every home, now Bantaman Casa so Ababedin Huninano. To say the Kaina, the war catch them. They need to look for people. The names like Alex Mold, Betty Mold, Kwambrado 4, Ewada Kumo. They should look for people with that charisma and that clout to come in here to help the NDC. They may not win. Yes, they may not win. But they would increase their presidential votes. Because anytime the NDC gets any little thing above 28%, they win general elections. So what they need to do is to make sure that they get the people in there to increase their presidential votes. Okay. It's a issue statement. Meaning so when ya
and the crime and person making. The woman said, issue at the press statement. Abba says yeah. Na Electoral Commission someone more can ye. No NDC party agent was ejected from the National Coalition Center. That's according to the EC. Now, Otto was say the Electoral Commission has noted with concerns and allegations making rounds on social media that the NDC's representative, Mr. Rojo Metelnunu, was ejected from the National Coalition Center on Tuesday, 8th of December 2020. Let me still read.
Coalition Center.
The commission wishes to state that this is false. Mr. Rojo Metelnunu was never at any point driven out of the National Coalition Center. This allegation comes as a surprise to the commission. Mr. Rojo Metelnunu has comported himself and cooperated with the staff of the commission and other political party agents throughout the process of validating the results coming from the regional coalition centers and has expressed no concerns with the certified results released so far. Further, the atmosphere at the National Coalition Center has been peaceful and colorful and cordial throughout the process. We entreat the general public to ignore fake news being circulated to incite the public to violence, to mar the peaceful conduct of the 2020 election. Signed, Electoral Commission.
Abato Commision ni tintini ni tietie nyina ne se yewura rojo eye metal nunu a womo ka na asemi womo se National Coalition Center hono ye nru ba bi e kwa ba se waye se bi eniamo ho bi anase eniema bi a ensem fatam front no womo apam na front ensem wanam monte so no womo ho adwiri womo pa womo se eyo rodo rada ensem no opani aye ka na asem no kra no ebra dwumadie no ekoso no se bi wo hye ne ho so e de niema atoto de da na empo wankyere se nani nso de ekoso no ewo kwan bia so nti omamfo mote sansam na mummu ni se eyorodo radansam na yema enhunu se abato a ekoso eye na anu ni nyina aye asomdwe enko
me da se kato bebam na ansa na bebam no yebekọ akọfend this conference but enyankoi omo ye press conference bi yebekọ honum sisi abad ma memfa we entwel mu opani e friend no Donald Jandi de abeto yenim se on the 4th of December ya na ye Friday ya etwemu yi na nwumre be no nsia ne wo fa share friend no a coach a wadi mfinsha be sa duonu nsia efri efie edi be si sabre a coach enya emafie eninti odi akodom police ene nam so amensa aka nti mesrewa se muhu abayo bi a wadi be mfinsha duonu nsia ana se abayo na nkasa so tie na wo ba bi a yesrewa se wo fa ni abre hwehwe yi pa 26 nti yesrew bomodia na brefie na wo fa ni abre me so se bibi o a obetima ma yaso at Angel FM na number ya me to yi ana police station bi e ben obi an mo aso nti 0244 371 312 0244 371 312 enche bia NDC assign aye another press conference yebeko na yakọ akofa ya NDC press conference enche bia besa akọ
okay but yeah se bia ade bi wo ho a wo monte ase niam bi wo ho monte ase hu behia se wo se opone hu se be wotena se ama ne hihye omu a ma kire kwakwa ye nsem bebra ya na emmo nti I think say on point na mom ni nyina mu no aya ye besre wo se obomfa nto o machitai for na nim se de ekoso bia no omma asomdwe emra abato commission so far as wo ma abonten emeka se we na awini na we na alusie ne die e wo se wo munya abotre pa NPP fo nso no enwe se wo mo nso beka che wo manfo no ma comporti wo mo ho because I say ehuro no ya doso nti eye ne kwan mu a de ha wo mo a e wo se wo mo ka ho asem bia I think say they should address that one
me nya report bi free Kumasi a me pesa me ko ho de wo mu nyina ne say ye reporter ambassador Osei Kwajo
okay
NDC amanyuko e sha se wo mo free from supporters say omumra regional headquarters e wo Kumasi no and ya ton safre ya ko on sentrofo ko no ko e o te se affiliation na oni sentrofo dinko oni NDC penifo dinko moni ade report abasisi ane se ya attack o se Kwadwo e wo NDC regional headquarters wo how ama ya bono ya gine phone isika hye ne ho nyina ya je o se Kwadwo wa homa no so ma meni o se Kwadwo ni nkomo kakra na find it out o say
okay
na to say
Nyamia do now swear.
Because you see how we say.
Kiti ya me woke makaka na mesi for that Joshi.
Ada dia na si.
We na report say NDC for your press conference mo head officer. Nti Brian Kofa your report we na was say timi hwe na ye hu sanya nyama esi elko. Na send APN ya brand ho a ye adwuma no so ye ko ba dia YB card and jacket the election I na there I was said utilifa na we the person that you have access to the dia officer who could enter after the press conference no and the regional officer ni mo ho na me say media house is too being so no afa ho ya omochi omokamre sa omo say omo ababuka niema ekoso ewo eye party office later no ana me hu say supporters ni bi omo NDC ni ho no ka tire boys ni say omo mpene ma omo entwa eye video no sanse media no kasa editia wo mo ntinya de so mbepene ama two boys no etwa video nti mimi wo na omo eba me so say wo hwe Angel FM ne ABN Ghana ye stations ahodo a projection ayeye no ne nsɛm bi a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ no kyerɛ sɛ ABN Ghana is against NDC nti later no ana almost start ɛba me so now I was doing Facebook live and abrante baako ɛgye me phone no ti later no ɛna obisa no sɛ de ntina me wa ha ɛna me kyerɛ ne sɛ me ofie na me take from your press conference so me ba sɛ me ba be cover na o ka kyerɛ me sɛ we ni ho fan sɛ bɛba party office hɔ na ya ba be cover that incident nti abrante baako ana me nimu no ye fɛ no Rafaels ɛna ɔno ana kyerɛ sɛ ɔba ya obegine matches with me ɛma me nsa ɛka me phone no ɛne me nneɛma ba later me wie na me hu sɛ some items bi a ɔmo hɔ na nya deɛ sɛ me tumi ehunu nti no ne ade a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ party office hɔ a wohwɛ sɛneɛ ɔmo buafu ne dɔm a epu ba me so sɛ ɔmo bɛgye me nneɛma ne ade na keti na adeɛ sɛ wohwɛ ɔsɛ sogya bɛti na ahwɛ dipadɔm epu aba no so a na wɔ sɛ me tumi firi hɔ na me ba fie na me pɛ baabi ɛgye ma ho
nti ɔsɛe obi ball
keti meje blows be two ɛwɔ boys go ba mintimi nkyerɛ nipa koro a ɔkyerɛ san sɛ nipa ne ba me so mebree nti time a sa akɔdeɛ na sɛ raf no ba hɔ no ana ɔbɛka kyerɛ mo sɛ no ɛni kwan sɛ ɔmo yɛ sad na nsa na asɛ dodoɔ na ɛba yɛ nyinaa
no already no ɔmo de ɔmo nsa bɛka on de ɔmo de kan de ɔmo nsa account dada
na ɔmo wie de ɔmo sɛ ɔwɔ so me because that time na ɔmo pamo TV stations mienu na ɛba hɔ cameraman ne ne reporter no saa bɛ na raf no ɛwɔ hɔ bi a wɔgu so a ɔpata saa yi nti later no ɛna odu hɔ no hu sɛ ne wɔ mfimfini na nsa na wɔba ɔne ɔmo bɛka saa yɛ a ɔmo gya me sɛ
ɔdeɛ na ɔmo fae
keti ɔmo gye me phone but after everything no ɛna me hwɛ mutum na me kɔ no because of sɛ kwa dropping ne adeɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wotimi de du ntɛmti no na sika wo me ho 158 cedis ba asat na wa me kasa no me phone ka me tum mutum na sɛ sika no ɛnhyɛ me botum
phone no so ɔmo de ama wo
phone no de raf atimi agye phone na ma me bet sika na me hu because me hu kwan kora nipa no ɛfa so ɛtwe sika no when nipa no buba me so no me hu kwan kora nipa no fa so a ɔtwe sika nti no me tena kai ma me tua driver ni kana me hu sɛ sika no ɛnhyɛ me botum
but personally who you okay
keti ye bɛka ne sɛ me okay for now no de bɛka ne sɛ me okay menya pains ni de wo mu kakra because so he blue ɛbɛba ne ade na bet me tena ka sɛ for now no me okay
but it's difficult so obetimi but omo attacking no obetimi ahu omo
keti onse na enipa no ɛdɔso and saben after report no na ye video ahɛ niema concern ɛbɛyɛ a sɛ ye bɛyɛ report ɛwɔ NGO TV a wɔn a wɔhwɛ Facebook live ne wɔn a wɔhwɛ NGO TV nso no betimi ehunu dia ɛkɔ support nsan sɛ yɛn no ye kasa with evidence nti nipa na ɛwɔ hɔ ne ade no ti omu ba me so sa keti na unhu dia because wɔn a no ɔbɛn me ne wɔn a no ofiri akyiri ɛba ne nyina ne nya de sɛ obetimi ɛhu sɛ we ni we na ɔbɛti nipa bi a na ɔmo bɛn a na me nim ɔmo a ɔmo nso ni me no ɔmo na timi bɛn mu a ɔmo bɛka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ de ɔmo yɛ no ɛmoa ɛmfa so dwi ɛma nam so nti no ɛma ɔmo gyae anamontu a ɔmo tu yɛ no
ɔsɛe mɛsɛ aba wo nkyɛn bio kɔso yɛ wɔ adwuma mɛsɛ aba wo nkyɛn bio ambassador ɔsɛe kwadwo yɛn reporter ɛwɔ Ashanti region ɛna wote ne nka no ya attack no ɛwɔ hɔ no mo na deɛ wɔ mu ne sɛ ɛnɛyi ɛbra na NDC amanyɔkuo no mufoɔ ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo maase up ɛwɔ EC office hɔ no mo no Kofi Adoma kɔɔ ya na ogyina ɔmo mu a ɔne ɔmo kasaeɛ no ebinom hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo attack no it was security personnel for na ɔmo wɔ hɔ no bi ɛna frɛ Kofi sɛ ɔmfiri de ogyina na sɛ ɔbɛgye no ɛne free wɔ sɛ baabi ogyina no ɔmfiri no ɔmra security for no mum na ɔnreport ɛmfamfiri hɔ no mo now the asiasi ɛwɔ Kumase ɛna awia yi enie ɔsɛe kwadwo se de ɔmo ka kyerɛ na ne sɛ mo no na mo te Angel FM hɔ ɛna mo akyerɛ de wawe ne kyerɛ sɛ MPP na mo makɔgye ɔmo sika na mo yɛ adwuma de ama wɔ mo ɛna mo declare de ama MPP ne bɔne a ɔno nso wayɛ no no And the Ashas and just any on say Bruno. And I think this is unacceptable.
For now,
I think it's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
But what there for now?
Estati enra.
What there tie?
Tanko estati enra. Tama na ya
Munti. Boko. Yenye boni bia de tie ne say. So wo ye adwuma na wo ye ni ye. This is what happens. Pacho Kojo Dixon wa ha we mfiri ha ankotamale ankoto abawo. Abano womo kan ye e wo savlugu nanton na womo san ye polling agent ne san ye no.
Ye mu bia ni ho.
No bia ni ho.
Figures ni anje ne no ha.
Ma womo bu afu Ashanti region mo wu amfi say in 2008 I declared the results for Professor John Evans Fifia Tamils on Fox FM. Emma MPP for the boat tree ebegu Pempa Assembly Hall. Sir John. Any one military officer called at Ntande or by Ghana Armed Forces for spokesperson. Woman a beje me.
Ha, Yanko, or the Yanko Mra. Na yen press conference at NDC Amanyuko eye. Na yentia semwa omo eka. National headquarters. The Ekoso Honum Yankomra.
Identified about 3 of them, and subsequent to our identification, some of them have been rectified. Upper East, we have a case whereby the results that were declared were changed, and for no reason, different results were appearing at the collation center. Indeed, our agents at the regional collation center signed documents that indicated that the NDC was winning by a significant margin of 335,502. And the current president, the outgoing president, was trailing with some 170,340. Only for the results to get to the coalition center, and the 335,502 votes had been reduced significantly to 329,854. The votes for President Akufo-Addo also remained the same as was signed. So we raised the concerns and it was rectified. Following that, we also realized that contrary to what we collated with our private collation system, from the pink sheets, the declaration sheets from the various constituencies, 47 constituencies, we realized that the votes from Ashanti region had increased by over 300,000 votes. We asked where the votes were coming from, because this was very, very, very significant. Now we have been demanding that the Electoral Commission rectifies those figures. It has been very, very difficult, and so far it has proved futile. We have not been able to get the Electoral Commission to change that. They have since declared that of Ashanti region. It is important to reveal that a lot of things went on in Ashanti region. Indeed, the ballot stuffing became the order of the day during the voting exercise. You saw that we arrested a number of people who were carrying already thumb-printed and stamped ballot papers. We asked the question, the stamp for the Electoral Commission is a security material. It's a material that must remain very secured until voting day. How did the MPP get access to the ballot papers, get access to the stamps, stamped and thumb-printed those ballot papers, and try to find their way into the ballot box? Indeed, we arrested a number of them, both in Accra, in Central Region, and in Ashanti Region. But it appears majority of them found their way into the ballot box. Our preliminary analysis of the pink sheets, of the declaration sheets, reveals some very interesting outcome. Technicians, if you can kindly show me the Ashanti region preliminary analysis on some of the constituencies. Too bad this is not appearing very well, but I'm sure you can shift to the right a bit after I've mentioned the names of the constituency so that they can see the difference. The difference is being covered. The difference is being covered by the election eye. We have you covered. Very good. So you look at Mansour Dubia, and the total number of people who voted in the presidential, when we restrict it to only MPP NDC, you have 43,784 votes. When you look at the parliamentary, NDC MPP, you have 28,405. So what they are telling us is that in this same Mansour Edubia constituency, you have a case whereby some 15,379 people went to the polling station. They voted for the presidential and they refused to vote for the parliamentary. This is clearly a cock and bull story. You may have to tell that to the Marines. So, where did the 15,379 votes come from in Mansour Dubia? We all know that when you go to the polling station, you are supposed to cast your ballot both in parliamentary and presidential. We also know that you can decide to cast your vote in parliamentary and leave presidential. It is your right. But it is exceedingly curious to have a case whereby in one constituency, 15,379 people would cast their vote for presidential and will not cast their vote for parliamentary. This, we believe, could be as a result of the already thumb-printed foreign ballot papers that was slotted into the ballot box. This is just some 7 constituencies. Please, you may want to return to the old format. Oh, okay, you leave it this way. You have Asokwa, 70,000 people voted, 70,251 voted in presidential, and 56,750 voted in the parliamentary, creating a difference of about 13,501. Where from these 13,501 voters, clearly they are ghost voters who found their way into the ballot box. Echuma Mwabieja South, 71,936 people voted in the presidential. 58,792 voted in the parliamentary, constituting a difference of 13,144. Where did these ghost voters come from? Because it is exceedingly curious to accept that 13,144 people will go to the polling station in one constituency and will decide to vote for presidential and will not vote for parliamentary. Anybody who has studied political psychology will tell you that voters mostly go to the polling station because of their parliamentary candidates. So turnouts should predominantly be dependent on parliamentary candidates. But this is a widespread scenario which makes it very curious and it must be considered. Kwabri East, 111,129 voters voted in presidential and 100,330 voted in parliamentary. Some difference of 10,799. Where did they come from? Asante Achim Central, some 42,517 voted in the presidential. 35,251 voted in the parliamentary. Some difference of 7,266. Where did it come from? Please, can you adjust? Swami constituency. 78,261 people voted in the presidential. 66,407 voted in the parliamentary. Then some 11,860 ghost individuals voted for presidential and they didn't do same for parliamentary. This is very curious. Then we have Kumeru, where 28,807 voted in the presidential. Then 17,399 voted then we have a difference of about 11,000. So when you look at the total, in all, from the preliminary analysis in these 7 constituencies, you have 83,377 individuals who voted in presidential and didn't vote in parliamentary. We think that could be the source of the close to 390,000 votes that the MPP padded the Ashanti region results with. And because of this, it is important that we speak to the credibility of the elections. Any results that is calculated based on this particular outcome is a flawed outcome, and that must be resisted. Following this and many others that is happening at the Coalition Center, we have decided to petition the Electoral Commission to hold on any effort, any attempt to declare the flawed election results, so that these issues that is being raised would be rectified. We have since dispatched the petition to them, and we hope that in the interest of the peace and sanctity of this country, in the interest of the integrity and the credibility of the electoral process, the Electoral Commission would, as a matter of urgency, consider the petition that we are sending to them. Now, to the parliamentary. From last night, President Akufo-Addo and his government, realizing that they have lost the parliamentary seats and they appear in the minority, have deployed some tactics. Yesterday we mentioned a few here. They are using brute force. They are using the military. They are using the police to coerce and intimidate the returning officers to change the results in their favor. They have done so in a number of constituencies from last night till this morning, some of which have seen very fierce resistance from the people. In Techiman South, yesterday, the resistance of the vigilant citizens of Techiman South resulted in what can be described as a fatal, indiscriminate shooting by military officers into the crowd, leading to the injury of about 7 people and the killing of about 2 people yesterday. The videos are here. You may want to show the videos for all to see. Please, kindly bring sound. Here you can see a police officer trying to take the evidence away. The pellets of the gunshots, you saw the police officer. He was picking them so that we will not see the pellets. The lifeless body of an innocent citizen who is just demanding that the right thing to be done. This is Mother Ghana under President Akufo-Addo. 2020. This never happened in the cold days. You will not see this in Afghanistan. Very bizarre. You can hear the gunshots. Make no mistake, this is not Sudan. This is Ghana.
This is Angel 102.9.
Okay. So you can get the videos. I'm sure the media men, if you want these videos, they will give them to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Following from that, the coalition ended. Everybody left. So no work was done on the coalition of the Techiman South constituency. Just this afternoon, in the quiet of the sun, the returning officer together with some MPP team and a heavily armed military and police men moved into an unknown location, called some media houses, and they have declared the results on the blind side of our parliamentary candidate and our agents. Is this democracy? No. Last night we heard Madam Jimensa say on air that you cannot declare any credible results without the involvement and the assent of all the political parties involved. Is that not the case? Yes. You heard it? Yes. This afternoon they have declared the results for Techiman South, and they've declared the MPP candidate the winner, when clearly the tabulation that we have indicates that we are winning that particular seat by over 2,000 votes. This is something that is happening in Techiman South. And as if that is not enough, just this afternoon, some police and military men tried to invade the house of our parliamentary candidate, and they shot his houseboy. He is in critical condition as we speak. Are we at war? Are we in Afghanistan? Are we in Sudan? Even Mobutu Sese Seko and Idi Amin will not visit this level of wickedness on its citizens. We are pursuing this matter. That resource is invalid. We will not accept that resource. It doesn't exist in our records. The NDC won the parliamentary seat for Techiman South. Now, in the Upper Denchira West constituency, a similar action is being taken. We have won all the results clearly. I mean, if you have it, you can kindly show Upper Denchira West. You can show the results. We have won. The returning officer has done the collation. We have seen the figures. They have filled the declaration sheets. The MPP have refused to sign. They sent the Minister of Transport, Esiama, is he the Transport Minister? He went there and physically prevented, with the support of military men and armed policemen, prevented the returning officer from declaring the Upper Denchira West constituency results. As we speak, the returning officer have since forwarded the records and whatever he has done to the region and the national. They are still indicating that it is incomplete because the MPP have not accepted. We want to send this very important note of caution. If you have been able to declare Techiman South without the NDC, if you have been able to declare Bunu East region, the summary results, we have seen that they have declared the Bunu East region without our signature, then nothing is stopping them from immediately publicly declaring that of Upper Denchira West. See, look at the results. Look at the results. We are far ahead of them. This outstanding 6 polling stations were the bone of contention. And this is the result that we got. We had 1,139. They had 889. Before these 6 polling stations, they had tabulated the earlier polling stations. And we were leading by 16,159. And they were trailing by some 15,662. So if you add even this 1,000, which they are not winning, it is a clear, supermassive, resounding victory for the NDC in the Upper Denchira West constituency. Madam Jimensa must take this very important note of caution. We are not going to allow them to subvert the will of the people in Upper Denchira West. The people of Upper Denchira West have spoken. They have voted for the NDC, and that keeps us in the majority. No amount of intimidation. No amount of intimidation, I repeat. No amount of gunshots. No amount of killing will change the will of the people in this constituency and in Ghana. On that note, in wrapping up, I would want to encourage all our supporters to remain resolute. We should remain in the spirit. We should remain very vigilant. We should follow the process. Let us not allow anybody to intimidate us. The people of Savelugu have shown the way. They did their action this morning. Any constituency the MPP are trying to intimidate you, Sine West, if you are watching, get ready and defend and protect your mandate. Protect your votes. Protect your decision. That is the only power that you have. Your vote is your power. If you allow President Akufo-Addo to use force to take it away from you, you have nothing left. And this goes to all of us. It is, as I speak, I just heard that there are gunshots in our MP's house, our parliamentary candidate, who is the MP elect in Savelugu right now as we speak. This is how Akufo-Addo wants Mother Ghana to remember him. Very bizarre and wicked attempt to steal the mandate of the people. In wrapping up, I would want to encourage all of you to stay focused and remain vigilant. And call on President Akufo-Addo once again that in the interest of the sovereignty of this country, in the interest of the safety of the people, in the interest of the peace and stability of this country, our forefathers have fought very hard to build this democracy. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, please concede defeat. It is very important that you concede defeat immediately because you have lost this election. Then to Madam Dimensa, the people of this country are watching her. We are watching her keenly. We know that she will not fall for the intimidation from the government. But if she falls for the intimidation from the government, the people of this country will hold her accountable. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Mother Ghana.
We have you covered.
Okay. Well, we are back from the NDC national headquarters. Yeah, Bobby rather issues. I leave it to a press conference and there because the way I took on limiting only to the NPP and the NDC no, then you're fair because all those places they were independent candidates. And no, it's not fair representation of what transpired at the constituency. In Jamaica.
Yeah, corner your junior reporters.
Yeah.
So what I say. 2008, first round.
Yeah.
Because I pay. Number of folks. Second round. I declared projected Professor Mills as the winner. Oh, Kumasi. In 2012, I was on the same network. I projected that John Dramani Mahama has won the elections based on projections on Fox FM. That time, na Miami of Pastor John. And so, my interview no way and my projection no. Na Miami of a Miami show, so Miami an interview say, "Mon Ramo set, Mon Kwabonting, Mumbo say, Nanado your president." That time, I say smart NDC. Your bank in 2016. Say 2020, all of a sudden, Captain MPP. It's a man no yet problem. Emma Okra, say Omoke Kasa, any idea money how. Every constituency or board in Biano. A man if he say one more special voting no. A bit too special voting presidential or parliamentary no fan yehe no eja hoko. And no cry nye issue. A man if he say there are independent parliamentary candidates. To an extent, say, if you are Hokrana, Woba Obo Kwabiri East. Thank you here.
You are
good. Obo Kwabiri East. That some 111,129 people voted presidential.
Parliamentary.
And then some 100,000 and 330 voted parliamentary. And then some 10,799 came from nowhere and added it up. He shouldn't forget that. Kwabiri is the independent candidate had more than 10,000.
But one fan, one
can. But in your issue, I become was I know the easy as them. See, easy na behena why not dear home ejuma. Yeah, Koronaya war. One of those a war 18 to 21 years, you know. omo press conference in both NDC and MPP. MPP here press conference, NDC be ba responding. NDC here press conference, MPP be ba responding.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But we are here doing our job as journalists. We are not for anybody. Because omo to abano e was sehwini eni ho. O pulling agent na say e bi na ECD abeto abontin say Roger Mitchell nunu. You say you are permanent free. National Coalition Center ho. But it is not true.
Omo ye omo adwuma.
Nti enfa no to. 18 to 21 years for no. Wosha, the last 2 weeks of the NDC flag bearer campaign, no, he made a very important statement that free SHS on a debaye, on a chassis, on a debaye. Sankrofo we mu a omo ye 2 million plus no. And any message I know mu hear no earlier, but it came later when they had made their minds already. And these are the ones who registered from the various secondary schools, campuses. These are the people who are turning 18 and move here, maybe one co school, but on ketwa or enjoy that facility, or enjoy that project, or enjoy that program, or enjoy that social intervention. Wumba Central Region alone now, we have 233,422. Uber Greater Accra alone, we have 419,318.
Yeah.
Then you jump to Ashanti region. When we have 465,224. Even more than that of Greater Accra region. So you need to have something for the new voters. Ben Epson can send me. So when we have first time voters, no, they will cost BB to this year's elections.
Yeah.
And I think that going forward, you know,
yeah,
the NDC would have to re-engineer the faculties of their campaign machinery and make sure that they would have somebody who can play with numbers, who can play with figures. These figures, they have meanings. They need to be well interpreted so that it can trickle down to the person who falls within this category, so the person can buy into the idea and then vote for them. That aside, if you look at, let me quickly go to this one, the male and the female voters. You have 8,217,358. A member representing 48.26%. And then you have 8,810,283. Emma Etrowundi representing 51.7. Message in the net to say NDC manifesto, the issues, things they had in that manifesto about women was not strategically communicated. I don't want to manifesto na ye call ya ye buy and me can say some manifesto no betimi anantia kotoaba can be sure say can na do benya zero. Because a near man na manifesto no about women. The omobeye a man in kwala, it was not well and strategically communicated.
Okay.
And I think that they need to watch that. Now, the catcher will say Greater Accra.
Because we are not the northern region, there no.
Okay.
Northern region, Abba. Na saying it here, Mamimfa two no na Mamimfa gum kahona yenko. Northern region NPP na na Danko Akufo-Addo had 409,963. John Dramani Mahama NDC had 476,550.
Bobby
550.
Bonana Denby.
Nana Danko had 409,963.
Okay.
409,963. John Mahama 476,550.
On me catch what has said. NDC for SSA MPP for Penny parliamentary now. Almost some penny
presidential
also.
Yeah.
And I told you here say Sa agreement no ebem pepepem omo san a Nana Ado win in Northern Region. I told you, right? Now it's happening. So saying what is going to happen is that suffer by me image him. Suffer akwaba. Northern Region ababeka Nana Ado de ho. Now don't forget, sir. Northern Region be fall under NPP. Say ya na say NPP yiri won ho de kuna omo ye wo ho a. Ema omo win ye no. Omo to be here ×2 of that. This issue of strongholds no, will come to an end. Say NDC yiri won ho epem krofo a ebetimi agina as parliamentary candidates e wa Shanti region ni Eastern region. The issue of MPP be claim say Eastern any Ashanti here a stronghold, it will also come to a close. Now, Greater Accra will come very soon because it has also been released quite shortly when Sabeka. When it happens like that, what it means is that Nana's vote will increase. And I told you I said Nana would have more than 6.7 plus. Now, this is our projection. If Greater Accra comes, Nana is most likely to have 6,730,413. 6,730,413. Then John Dramani Mahama would have 6,214,889. Nanado 6,730,413. And then John Dramani Mahama 6,214,889. EC will come along. It's a percentage is no if you are here because the Electoral Commission is the sole person in this country, in the whole wide world, who can declare Ghana's results, presidential elections with percentages. That's why we did not bring this. Because plus, this one is plus or minus 1. This, our projection figure say we're plus or minus 1. So if it is plus 1, here would increase. The 413 would increase. And then John Dramani Mahama's 889 would increase. If it is minus 1, the 413 will go down for Nanado, and then 889 for John Dramani Mahama would also go down. Brother. Percentage in the America. Jane in Canada.
Yabatray na yahe. Said ye non so ebesi free one more abba. Still live here on Angel 102.9. Also on Angel 96.1. Pure 95.7 on Holy FM, OFM, KFM, Techiman, and Afe on Angel in Sunyani, all the other affiliates in Takrady, in Cape Coast, in the Northern region, the Volta region, on number of TV stations, Lion TV, we are Ion TV, we are also live on 1HD television. As usual, we are live on so many stations. And you better mun say, mo hwe, mo send messages near the eba. Easy, but you be moving on. Me nya my first statement we entuja ansana on the Facebook wall of His Excellency the President Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ne statement here or the etu hoi yemfa entu dear NPP supporter. When you win an election, you don't need to be aggressive. Be of good character and wait for the Electoral Commission to declare. And when you jubilate, be moderate and sensitive to public order and safety. Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Sir, also declare results. When you win an election, sir, Udin Kunim Ewo Abatuomwa. Until we didn't Kunimana.
Sana nso opeso wo kire.
Opeso wo kire sana se
dey. What trade dey said dey opeso wo kire no.
See.
Ana opeso wo kire.
Se wudi nkunim e wo abato me ba o.
Se wudi when?
Say if it won't be when. This is when. Not
when.
Okay, when ye emra wadi nkunim wo abato. Entina chese onu so declare. Entina na so dey awo ho. He's not supposed to.
Emra wadi nkunim wo abato mu no.
Emra
be na ma gidigidi.
Emra be ya.
Na nti
ora yisi mai.
I was say what dan suban pedi.
Yes, presidential candidates no. None of them should declare.
Okay.
Muhammad declared and we told him that was wrong.
Okay.
See, I also say when. Emra wedding kunimu.
All my English teachers now say.
Oh, say
English teachers no brutal.
Oh. See the country. Anyway, that's
Ghana Armed Forces so the statement be about. Ghana Armed Forces. Say about say former President John Dramani Mahama ebeka say asrafo no de wo ho agimu a omo turn election results no eno mo kyerem say enye no kre omo dia ne say omo kwa akohwe amasomdua ba ewo abato nim na omo bonipa ne nyapade ho ban enti semo a wo pani ne kan ye no se be entwa ye but Ghana Armed Forces omo mfa wo ho nyi abato nim bibia se entene aba se enye de ben de be enti omo sre sansem no ye mo entu.
Okay, as a country, as I say, Shannon, so going forward in the next elections is to be able to separate state security from our day-to-day politicking.
Yes.
So, we will kill the spirit and the proper formation of our security agency.
Okay.
Now, I will be much surprised that the Ghana Armed Forces will go too low into the gutters and would want to
support.
We want to hold somebody in hostage and say that change this figure.
Wow.
Whereas knowing very well that there's a pulling agent who has got a pink sheet. How would the Ghana Police Service or any security officer want to hold a presiding officer hostage?
Okay.
For that matter, regional coalition center that declared this one. If you don't do it, so now parties, representatives, you do not need a macho man to be your polling agent. You need somebody who understands election figures to be your polling agent.
Sure.
I'm repeating. You don't need the strongest person in the world as your polling agent. You need somebody who understands election figures to be your polling agent.
Okay.
They must give them proper training when it comes to figures and the dynamics of even how the ballot paper is torn and handed over to the voter. Okay, what were they? So many people see it as ordinary. During the registration. When you look on this one, you will see when were the Ghana card control wounding, when were the passport throw wounding, when were the guarantors throw wounding.
Yeah.
When were the Ghana card throw wounding? Based on this.
Okay. Jane Mensah.
She's ready.
She's ready.
All right.
And the Electoral Commissioner. This time around, I pray and hope. Sir, it is what we are all been waiting
Have
for.
you covered? The Election Eye. The Election Eye. This is Angel. The Election Eye. The Election Eye. We have you covered.
Okay. And sir, yabeko na yakofa Jane Mensah at that same time, so no. Matese Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo nso kasa. Nti nka yebehwe na yehu se say netie nanka munya feed ne de mami ananka ye call in 10 Nanado Onyan starting in the okay. Okay. If it's anything to go by, I hear they will be communicated to. Sir, I didn't know what win. I didn't know I didn't know call round off. And it's animal mano. Timinim I ready nanka. Yeah, kwa Jane Mensa. Na ye unti ye guso aye twen. Ye guso aye twen.
One of these things. When it comes to Jane Abba, Jane, are you ready?
Okay.
Is more ready?
Jane Mensa, I ready enko. Okay, yenya sound. What na say? Na ye hwese sound no mo de be mame. Na fe ya share declaration no. But ade ba ko ma hu so no say in the office and I say fear o mampani akufo ado wo no. The screen kakra and odi ato no so hwe Jane Mensa. And it is after Jane Mensa and ono so ebe kasa. And ye tie nsemo a the commissioner Edebrahim Pacho mama sound na fe yenko yenim ewo ho na yenhwe nsemo a maame no ede ebre yen.
This is Angel 102.9.
Okay, probably omunya nkasa ho ntino there won't be any sound nti what trans there ho na yede mo koy no
e ma wo de ma wo imagine na so yen nkasa
imagine na so mai
imagine na so mai no obi na no na dem wow say what the Ghana card control wodi no who extra be say we mu ye true Ghanaians eti we mu ye Ghana for we the passport be kwa control wodi na fa naturalize it am say sound number.
Okay. Enti ye be kwa aba. Okay.
All protocol observed. Thank you very much. Let me at this time the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, who happens to be the returning we also have to acknowledge the president of the EU ambassador. At this juncture, let me go straight to the climax of this event and respectfully call on the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. G. Mensa, for her presentation. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not sure if the microphone is working. It's working.
This is Angel 102.9.
You at short notice, and therefore would like to thank all of you for joining us. That's the outcome of sincerely former president of Nigeria, who is leading the ECOWAS administration. Also,
this is Angel 102.9.
You at short notice. And therefore, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us. That's the outcome of sincerely former president of Nigeria, who is leading Diana Konia, who is the head of the European Union delegation to Ghana, and Her Excellency Stephanie Sullivan, who is the U.S. ambassador to Ghana. We'd like to thank all of you, both our local and international observers, for taking time to join us this afternoon. To God be the glory. Great things he has done and greater things he will do. On behalf of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, I welcome you to a significant moment in our country's history, the declaration of the results of the 2020 presidential election. As a commission, we had aimed at delivering the results 24 hours after the election. But as the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. we encountered a few challenges, including unexpected rains, which halted voting in some polling stations, leading to a few delays, coupled with the usual requests for recounting of votes in some polling stations. We regret the anxiety caused and ask that you bear with us. We hope that in subsequent elections, we will be able to live up to our timeline. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I indicate that this is a historic election because for the first time in the history of our country, the election day went by without major incidents and occurrences. It is no wonder that the BBC described this year's election as boring, and I put that in quote, a testament of the seamless incident-free process that we witnessed on Monday. As a commission, we thank the Almighty God for his faithfulness and for how far he has brought us. We recognize without a shadow of doubt that we could not have come this far without him. And as the good book states, a horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from God. And we remain eternally grateful and thankful to God for the victories he has wrought on our behalf, and they are numerous. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is heartwarming to stand before you today to declare the results of the 2020 general election. We have come from far. We started this year with hope and promise, poised to reform and overhaul the core and critical aspects of our work and the very system on which credible, transparent.
The Election Eye. The Election Eye. We have you covered. This is Angel.
Election. We have come from far. We started this year with hope and promise, poised to reform and overhaul the core and critical aspects of our work and the very system on which credible, transparent that would stand the test of.
Election Eye, we have you covered. This is Angel. That we were able to use the competitive procurement processes, as well as efficient, transparent electoral processes. This strategy involved our entire staff, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes, burning the midnight oil to achieve the results we witnessed today. Our mantra was that whilst the country may be on lockdown, as a commission, we had to keep moving forward to achieve the numerous tasks ahead of us. And so, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here we are today. The results are evident for all to see. Indeed, the hard work, determination, and focus of all the staff, coupled with God's grace, has paid off. Today, we have succeeded in reforming our entire biometric voter management system, procuring and deploying robust equipment and devices, including our biometric verification devices, our biometric registration kits, our user-friendly software to govern the entire biometric voter registration and verification system, and a brand new data center to mention very few, all of which went through an international competitive tendering process. Today, we can all be proud of a brand new biometric voter register that reflects unique individuals who are eligible to vote. With determination and focus, we were able to prepare a register that recorded 17,027,641 eligible voters in just 38 days, and in a rainy season. Thankfully, the just ended election did not witness issues of missing names, misplacement of polling stations, among others. Indeed, we hardly experienced any issues of missing names during the just ended election. Again, as a country, we can be proud of the fact that for the first time in the history of this country, the election was funded without reliance on monetary assistance from external sources. I can assure you, however, dear citizens, that we put your resources to prudent use. Furthermore, as a country, we can be proud of the fact that more than 95% of our procurement for the 2020 election was done through an open, competitive tendering process, as opposed to sole sourcing and restricted tendering, as was the case in the past. This no doubt ensured value for money in all our processes. At the right time, the Commission will share its report on its procurement processes and savings made to date. As a country, we can also be proud of the fact that for the first time in our history, all our processes from registration to election day were laid bare to the citizenry. Through the Let the Citizen Know initiative, we provided every citizen who cared to know relevant, timely information on all our processes. Today, citizens have access to information on the number of registrants on the voters' roll, the number of registered male and female voters, the number of youth, the number of first-time voters, and the number of persons with disabilities who are on the electoral roll. In addition, today we can all be proud that as Ghanaians we went to the polls and cast our votes peacefully. We can be proud that the technology deployed on election day worked efficiently and effectively. Voters all over the country have testified to the pleasant and seamless experiences at their respective polling stations. We must be proud that it took in many instances some 3 to 5 minutes for the average voter to be verified and to vote. We must be proud that the usual hustle and struggle at polling stations, the long queues, and the overcrowding were all absent. We must be proud that in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, we all went to the polls with our safety guaranteed as a result of the stringent safety protocols employed by the Commission. And to crown it all, we must be proud of the fact that we have been able to declare the results some 48 hours after the election day. With hard work, focus, determination, and above all, God's help, we can do all things. Yes, we can. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important to emphasize that we have achieved our successes as a result of the collective efforts of the entire team. And here I'm referring to our commission members, our directors, our regional directors, our deputy directors, our deputy regional directors, our district electoral officers, our administrative works and mechanical staff. We have all worked round the clock to achieve our goals. To all our team members, I say Aiko, I salute you all. We certainly could not have succeeded without you, and I commend you all highly. To the dear citizens of our country, we thank you for believing in us and for walking this journey with us. Your constructive feedback has helped strengthen our processes and our work and has left us in a much better place than when we started. To our media partners, we say thank you. You have been our gateway to the citizenry and have helped bring the Commission to the doorstep of citizens. We could not have achieved our mandate without you, and we are grateful for your partnership over the last few months. To the civil society organizations that have believed in us and shared recommendations from well thought out research and analysis, we acknowledge and commend you highly, and we say thank you. We also thank our election observers, both local and international, for their interest in ensuring that the whole electoral process was transparent, fair, and credible. We commend highly the international observers who have traveled all the way to Ghana in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic to observe our elections. Your feedback so far has been constructive, and we look forward to receiving your full reports. We have no doubt that your reports would help strengthen our work and our processes. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the election was conducted in 38,622 polling stations across the country and in 275 constituencies. I'll now turn my attention to the reason why we are here. At the end of a transparent, fair, orderly, and timely and peaceful presidential election, the total number of valid votes cast was 13,434,574, representing 79% of the total registered voters. Permit me to present the results in the order of appearance on the 2020 presidential ballot. At the end of the polls, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of the New Patriotic Party obtained 6,730,413 votes, being 51.595% of the total valid votes cast. John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress obtained 6,214,889 votes, being 47.366% of the total valid votes cast. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 105,565 votes, being 0.805% of the total valid votes cast. Iva Kwabena Greenstreet of the Convention's People's Party obtained 12,215 votes, being 0.093% of the total valid votes cast. Madam Ekuya Donko of the Ghana Freedom Party obtained 5,575 votes, being 0.042% of the total valid votes cast. Henry Herbert Latte of the Great Consolidated Popular Party obtained 3,574, being 0.027% of the total valid votes cast. Hassan Ayariga of the All People's Party obtained 7,140, being 0.054% of the total valid votes cast. Percival Kofi Apalu of the Liberal Party of Ghana obtained 7,690 votes, being 0.059% of the total valid votes cast. David Asibi Apesara of the People's National Convention obtained 10,887, being 0.083% of the total valid votes cast. Bridget Akosua Jigbonuku of the Progressive People's Party obtained 6,848 votes, being 0.052% of the total valid votes cast. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings of the National Democratic Party obtained 6,612 votes, being 0.050% of the total valid votes cast. Alfred Kwame Asiedu Walker, independent candidate, obtained 9,000 703 votes, being 0.074% of the total valid votes cast. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, currently the election results we have declared exclude that of the Techiman South constituency, which has a total voter population of 128,018. 128,018. The said election results are not ready because they are being contested. As such, collation has not been completed. It is important to note, however, that the difference between the total number of votes between the first and second candidates is 515,524 votes. As a result, if we were to add the 128,018 full results to the results of the second candidate, it would not change the outcome of the election. Hence, our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Indeed, if you were to add the entire results or collate all the results from the Techiman South constituency and add that to the percentage and the votes of the second candidate, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, he would obtain 47.873% of the total votes cast. And Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo would obtain 50.8% of the total votes cast. It is on that basis that we say that the outcome of the election would not change. Hence our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the basis of the foregoing election results and by the power vested in me as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the returning officer of the presidential election, it is my duty and honor to declare Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Let peace reign. Thank you.
The office of the Electoral Commissioner will be switching over quickly to the house of the President-elect, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Na yakohwe event unfoldi honomo. Later on, we will switch to the camp of John Dramani Mahama to go and see the happenings, because I'm being told that there will also be a press conference in the Enchebia. Your projection now, your project, you know. Until now, I'm for any abre. Yakona Nado, maybe Captain Yankomra. Mama sound danke be me de omye nanka ba omia na ebon nsam ana ohun se mpanimfo na aka nyina agina boza omomo Rebecca oba be chia ne sisi a and you will say a free press nifie video no quite interrupted. But you say benya nana ya ewo na afi ya timi akwa but still minya sound na ya brefo ya minya sound Captain Nana ya minya sound no Mr. Osa microphone no so no check ya mami check your microphone no mami nana ya so what me nka na me we say microphone wo on na because minya sound no Me nya sound no check your microphone mami. Until ode kasa na me hwe. There be. Oh, microphone.
The Election Eye. We have you covered. The Election Eye. We have you covered. He is smart.
You better say be ko honum na ya ko ready ekoson.
That's a second term, and you've shown that. Yadama said, free and fair elections indeed. Ananuma info, asaponum, new over everywhere, abroad and home. Yadama super papa, we shall deliver the goods. Thank you.
All expect to say former president will call the president now and congratulate him, Anna. Is that what you're expecting?
Oh yes, Nipa 11. Anna and Nana do not go to contest here. Emuten a congrats.
The Election Eye. We have you covered. The Election Eye. We have you covered. This is
I'll be surprised because it has been done for him on several occasions, so he has no basis. In the event, he has the option of going to court if he thinks results in any manner. So the road is ahead of them. Supreme Court is there for them to go, but for now they have no choice than to accept and congratulate Nana Dankwa Kufuor.
Parliament,
for the people of Ghana, not for themselves, not for political parties.
All right, CFA and Komono ACI, His Excellency, Obama now also Abaka. Right, Cecilia Benada, Honorable Ewaha, Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah, media.
No mask into me who's a Usrew,
so Shabby. It was me, Shabby, and I asked him to mention media.
How do you feel?
Oh, say the Yamin Ashen when Muyam. Yen I share who hard work a moye. TV no, also Santo Angel. Now they are Koto net 2. Now they are to a yen and a pensameti and some papa and ne Abrewa Pumakwemu. Ama 4 more years, sir. Nana Adodankwa, the president. Nana Adodankwa Kufuor, the president of the Republic, Bisayano. Ghana fire na dom and easy chair person. What declare say Saka, Taka, Ghana Saka. Yes, slow trading pon, Yankopon. Watch a so I do papa no or they are saying Quaimu. I'm a yen in home for so. I say I need to a Juma or Bono.
Madam, Mr. Cacao, when the parliamentary way will never ban and I'm Mr. Cacao.
Oh, number one. I can't go back to the color. I can't go.
All right. Organizer.
Hello, Bismarck. I don't know. I'm the call. Nakati or some calling. Nti yeguso a say meba mame kokuma se mrasisi a ye ba Bismarck. Yeah, hello Bismarck.
Yeah, hello Kwame.
Yeah, Kumasi just here hina wona de na ekoso.
Yo Kwame Kumasi me wo Bantama High Chief. Hope Bantama High Chief na me no kasai.
Na ekoso Bismarck.
Yo Kwame Tanko abra isi ma me ne boba ba ni wi ya pe no. Kwame obe nipa tu agu abonten so ebe buzala na ya ariketo akra mani nyane mama nyina etiesi abonten a ebo ntia abra ma me bobo wi ya no mani nyina ni mama nyina ni aje a omu hu ye omu yo omu kura awo bank mo titu omu kura nka ka titu ne ji hu na ba to no mo no tele nipa abochi na run about no so e dey flag ni him no Kwame eja so so wa se san say NPP aba no atima aluse ni dia alo Kwame
4-1 and it has happened men can be biabium the air can say Mobia in Yadwin say yet ha Kwame na cookie figures say be cookie figures me make cookie be producers be cookie ya be cookie figures no the won kokoto ye no and a yen kofa ho when ya kekan se ni ya ka tro say ye project ye no say many gene say wo odi atem ni na bejai obi a odi atem bia no bejai ya ye me sa me am jafie kura dem tum say eya ekum ni papa nka mewu na o ya ye me sa runo wow yeah. Chairman, se mewa kami wune. But the most important thing is that bibia timi akoso boko e ma asumdwe aba me de ene kwa me hwe me nka bibia biom TV me mba su biom radio me mba su biom nkotan me office ho ene sesi yi
Nyoka no nti o se nne no okasa wi
no what di so because at a point when osofo cancer and prophet cancer no that's right enti ema mi wie program me catch obi say ene NDC be win because wa ka bia ma na bampen enti say indeed or sign cancer we are NDC be win
no
da mun kan captain send the microphone no channel why me say mun kan captain mami enti eno na me pese on one so me just sure say aha obi be na adwen se bia on ma adwuma those things for all you know ebia professor mo frɛ prophet we so be kasa
ye ma no kwan no me kasa yam on say obi o no a
ebi so obi bi
fufro ka enti me empentem prophet nwane wodaso wo honom yema ne kwan na omeka bibi fufra esiye sanse nyankopon ehye wo bi nkomsi wo bewu oka kire nipa ne se akane na kuma bi obewu wo bompa yesu kire nyankopon ema nyankopon ma ne fie so kan ne fie hu enti bibia ne wonom a eso nyankopon yona enti mumie ma ne kwan na yenim de esiye ebi so a woni oka so mbedi nkugu no wo mo ye wo mo homework ye enti until say e beti bibia free osofo pani ho no mama yamane the benefit of the doubt na nyo ono nko na aka
enya de foforo bi ba ka kyen na ye kwa akodi eche se ne ampa na obi awie mu ni na ka ho senior resource ne tie no by the Electoral Commission sa ene abobo no se de wiase ye koyanim emran so wo ho obi bia ye to abawie na ye bobo na ofili se osusu se ene se abato no anko ye na bibi tochima ene bibi esesansa ne ade bia no ye wo hihye ne akwanya ye dego ha mani pakro no 2012 ebisiye na dadan kwekufu ado ehwe hu se ono osusu se ofili se aba no se ne ekoi no anko ama no na ensa bi ahihye ase ne ade no ode court enti media na wom ni say in fact me congratulate all the participants in the election. NPP, NDC, CPP, GUM, Kriadonko, Obi participate here biano, Emobia Tinkwa. Ayedana, we have life ahead of us. And also in Chile, we are abewe ye because when we ni we ase nyammewe afekwa na ebia nyanyame ehye bibi papa bi ewo wuwenim ede ama won se wanye ni se ama wonu adu so wo de so ahwa na obi so anye amfa amma for some of us who lost enyasem for some of us who won is a sweet one. Let's all be decorum, especially for those of us who won. Those who won, let us be decorous in our jubilations, in our celebrations, in our words. Some men will be renewed by this time. After all, can the boss was them, or better so a bema, a kakabensem, to trust them, no, this is a time that we all have to calm down. And it's so renewed. Susumo woni jenu nkosoro. Okay. Memfa woni jenu nkotiatia obi nso fa hodi eso. Makase wi.
Me osofo Tony ewa ha. Pastor Tony.
Yes sir.
Akwabe.
Yeah ja.
Na anwumre ya ja de coverage ni ebe ran na apa ani.
Me da ase. I'm saying me started radio at Chase almost 18 to 19 years in. Okay. Kasapa de and come tank kasa radio so na me ba he ka memra so ame be
ko me ba me wo Prophet Johnson aduwan e wa homa no so me nin komo kakra ajama joy
yanyo namya do me ho fa na so
me ho den pa Kwame Tanko enzunie obeka ya
Kwame Matonga
Kumase Mikai pa first time I call radio so ewo prophecy ehun ni ade. I think that the day only Kofi Admadin komo ha wie no me retireti.
Okay.
E ka kwan e fa so a e hia na call radio so but na no na me ti studios a wo kasa no na me yem hyehye me e ma wo.
Okay.
Na me say me wie na me san ka say who am I? Say nyame ni pe kan asem na me tinja me yem hyehye me. So for o kan pain ama me ka say Kofi kra bisa o say na bibia ntimi si na say nyame aka che me say we ni so me dia me mfam poma bia nto ho.
Yes.
Ye wie ma me na declare otherwise o say Akufo Addo na we ni.
Okay.
Enti e na in the first place walker.
Okay, me da say na me chia ye chiefo nyina so. To say dia walker no na ye da Nyankopon asese awie wo eye asomdwie mo firi se ye nimfi bebre nanso no ya hwa abato nso bebrebe ene ye ne ankasa nso ya tobi ye bebre bi fiti ase ka abato ayi se we bewe ne we bedi nkoguo 2008 ebra me ka se Prof Mills ebewe ni ekoye normal bebrebe ma nipa bebrebe ka so ne ni to ye 2012 ba me ka se Owura John Dramani Mahama bewi ni na eble ni mo na me wo Angel FM ba bia wo ya wo Kumase Angel 96.1 me ka isem di ka se Prof Mills ma hu so wu na wo yansa na ba DJ se Evans na sa yi no o wie ye no ansa na ba me ne kwa me di nkila ba beye ta ayi we sei na ni nyina mu no eba mu 2016 ebla me ka se Owura Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo ebe Ghana mampanyini 2016 sepia na enti no obi an obetimi aka se sofo adubu ayem wasma aka ye no sabio na wudi ato na wudi akohwesem and the wiemu nsefa ewiemu nsakyeraye efe me can say okay me ma
okay it is of me about your branding to become a other places the old person who can say until say John Mahama Bejia tumni de o prophecy ni da so ginem
da so adwuma
you be who say John Mahama be win
John Mahama na say no friends say enipa owo tumi wo man no so say say so we jitu so anyantum no you see nipa asemasi so you when you shake then no does not mean say prophecy na am ono nipa na owo tumi no and we say kwa ha
but prophet meaning say Nyankopon o yiche ono nim say tumi ni kura obi ya ono ne be declare say bi nyame ne be free sura be declare na onim say tumi no ekura obi and we be declare and I yes still o ka kire o yebisa wa fidie so ma wusi so se na nyame aka na asɛm a meme sɛ ne hwan enti saa nipa no a wo declare no ne sɛ ne hwan sɛ nyankopɔn ka asɛm a nipa no ne sɛ ne hwan ti
ba no so time ni about just 1 minute pene wo ekwato wa yi so ayi Kwame what is after long na hini ye David na edi hene nyankopɔn aponte no ba ne ba Absalom eba be take over ebe di hene ma David tu kwate na enwulam
no you bisa say because 2012 Mahama Berrini or Winnie and no nipa na declare no one nane no
me ba to say
so mpacho de Mesiaba ma me nyo ni Kofi Adoma na ye hwe the mood Kofi otimenka mpacho munya ma me sound o
Kometonka ye pa.
Great.
Tanko metonka.
Na ehina go see e wujina na what is happening?
Tanko said ye nim no. Yeah, unsa nana ya brefo e inside the air train. Nana do speech no. Na animu ha in fact a serious jubilation car ba kokra be twa mu kra de. Eno ye gum party car. Unu say womo the lights abo ho bebre. Animu ha free ya ko ni ma top on there. We have to park our car some for edge woman ni ma 102.9 ne oman for ni bi kasa na ya gum oman for ni bi just one more etete na and also na
okay minim ya bese akohonum bi ona yakọ akohwe na ya se akohwe se de eko ewo ai
Tanko ni nyina mu no ye wo ye tiefo a ye de wo asedaka wo mo hwe yen wo TV woni e hwe yen e wo social media Angel TV Angel FM ye social media handles no nyina ye de wo asedaka wo mo ni atena yie atena fel so pa undoubtedly suma ye suma mo no na edimu ya de suma ye krogen ne bro mo na no kredie se obi begina so ahwew by 3 hours na number na wo ho no say changes beba mu a na increase positive ya da wo mo ase na esan say ye nim say wo mo wo ho say adepa ye no mo be appreciating no sa na ye be so ABN to the world ye listeners ne ye viewers aya de pa na other media organizations enka ABN ho a omde ye adwuma bomu ebinum kra ye nim omu din Nox TV ne nkeka ho nyina. I've been monitoring social media the no omo so aya de omo abo adwuma pa in all ye nyina obi a brebi sanse de watifi a wo hwe de wo no susu tie ne ya ne ya wa akira ya adwuma wo bi anso abrebi.
Okay ye nyon ko fimra
tutuo na share no ma we election we hunkom na just o ma ama ene be kan ye kase ye ka ho asema ebe ha adubu ahia kasa na okasae ogina abotai be so na kasae ogina nyame asem so ene kasae adanu bi awurade nyankopon esoma netan se onkobo ohini David kokko na won kan kire ne se ne mfunso a waye nti wo kina se obeje ne nkwa yedai efri ne nsam na netan ka se awurade David yo ohini pon ye kase na wa ama me osuru nyansa meye dai ne matimi akonanim ayedai akwa kasa na netan ebo nyame mpaye na nyame ma netan akwankere okwo ye ne mebo ne tofa ne yekosi ye ne se netan ka che David na nas ohini awurade se me kan kire o se wodu sika wo akwaje ohia ne beyire nenti so obi ye saa de we bi okrom ya adie ne besi na David ka kire se mekunu me ni se na Awurade ka kire Nathan so kan kire David se de waye nti wɔkyena sɛ wɔbɛgye ne nkwan ɛdɛ afiri ne nsɛm na Awurade Nyankopɔn ɛde mfie no bi ka Nathan ho ɛma Nathan
ayɛ de akɔso ɛwɔ nana de dan kwaku fa de ne fie ɛwɔ Nima but one side ne sɛ ne fie no anim no green grass na wadua no asɛ anso ɔmanfo afa ɛde ɛyɛ photo opportunity asɛ aha ne bɛboa me kakra no ho ahɔ ne de ɛkyɛ sɛ wonya kwae koraa enti green grass na anim ha ɛna yɛ mo wanya a fair view of efie na anim ebi sɛ babi ani egyina ne de ba kra ya je microphone na free me nsɛm but meka sɛ police for wa ha pa unu sɛ soldier for enso ɛwɔ ha sɛdeɛ yɛdi kan ɛma report the other time abra ne yɛtwɛn na nado ne speech no ɛyɛ nra no security na ɛwɔ ha na ɛwɔ form chain ɛnɛ so the security no ayɛ so far it looks like the national security apparatus ne nyina no move ababegu eye nana do kwaku fado fie no animo ha a che se enya agrokra.
This is Angel.
Free education, and me brother, man, you know, back when we are coming, it's far more to do more for Nana. Many things, far more to do more.
All right, see, man, for no, Pacha Bamikaka, and Pomba Cordia. You're from Mrs. Estelle Cancy. Hey, let me back with free SHS. Oguswa Walker. So yes the cost oh sha animo ha na de wo ma according of no kakra ebetumi aboa kakra dwomo a ebo nana do ne favorite song asem papa bi amate no no na hunu say omanfo ade sawa bonten ha in fact inside one you obi ananya kwan etumi ewura ho nana ya abrefo inside wa nana ya ready say okasa no obahwe na ode ho feed no ade abraye empo makode ya ye kani aje pa chom ya aje within the premises, Abra, you are relocated to a different location.
Kofi Duma. Kofi Aduma no. And yɛwura a Kofi ɛde nea ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɔmampani Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne fie n'anim hɔ nom no ɔde abrɛ yɛn To say the kind no yen figures are projecting ewa ha. Me say oh say now who figures na projecting and na fa compare Electoral Commission figures now or the babontin and no. Fa compare Electoral Commission figures or the babontin and ne. Na hwe say bi ini ete ha no na agrobi ni ye dio say de na ni he yo. Ebia wankasa obehu sedi nti eno nso emunsem kakra ya no pe memo atoa so mamen komedina na Cynthia kan meni Cynthia ninko enche bia ma hu se mame Rebecca ejina ho Jomboadu Samira Baumia national chairman of the MPP ni mpenifo bebre omjeje omotwen pe mu na be kasa ye enche bia e be ko ho no mo Cynthia.
Mimi Abema. Madina dear, and then you made the Nijian Kwa. Despite say majority of the votes no Ekoma, the new patriotic party, the opposition party, the then so Obetiemu Ewa Madina Zongo Dancena. Omenia the power mu jubilate. That's so far so good. President Nanado Dankwa Ekupu Edro, Exley Asasu Ewile, and to Madina Nijian Kwa traffic, and a same radio, a Jinemu Dende.
And that's a man for Joe Monipa.
Omu Joe Monipa.
Shall we pray? Father in heaven, maker of heaven and earth, and all that is in it, may your name be glorified this day. We thank you for the light of today, and we thank you for this our assembly, and for all that you have endowed upon us. May your holy name be praised. Father, we thank you for the person you have given us, President of the Republic, and also now President-elect. We thank you for his Vice President, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. We thank you for their wives accomplishing great things. Together with Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, have been given 4 more years by the Ghanaian people to do more for them. This is the day the Lord has made. The election. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. In our system, it is the Electoral Commission that has the constitutional responsibility of declaring the will of the people in an election. Prior to this declaration by the EC chairperson, I received personal congratulatory messages from some of my fellow presidents, just as I've been doing since January 2017. I give you my word that I will continue to work very hard to build the prosperous and progressive Ghana for which we yearn. The decisive margin of victory in this election constitutes for me an endorsement of the policies and programs initiated by my government and put before the electorate. This is Angel. And I'm determined to do all in my power to accomplish the task of this new mandate and thereby justify the confidence reposed in me. I assure you, fellow Ghanaians, that I'll do my best not to let you down. The period for campaigning is over, and the outcome of the election has been decided. The Ghanaian people, through the results, have made it loud and clear that the two parties, the MPP and NDC, must work together, especially in Parliament, for the good of the country. Now is the time for each and every one of us, irrespective of our political affiliation, to unite, join hands, stand shoulder to shoulder, and work hard to place Ghana where she deserves to be, a prosperous and dynamic member of the global community, making her own unique contribution And lastly, but by no means the last, the praise of the nation goes to the media for the extensive coverage provided before, during, and after the conduct of the polls. I also say a big thank you to the domestic and international election observer teams that have been in our country for the period of the election for their concern. I condemn in no uncertain terms the isolated incidents of post-electoral violence in Odododiodo and Techiman that led to a few regrettable deaths. May their souls rest in peace. We must work to avoid the repetition of such events in future. I thank the national, regional, constituency, electoral area, and polling station executives, elders, and members of my party, the New Patriotic Party, and all the volunteer groups who canvass so effectively for us, for their success.
Here the celebrations will begin, and will be joined by His Excellency the President and the Vice President there at the party headquarters, where the celebrations will begin proper.
Nti yako omampeni Nana Ado Dankwa Akufu Ado ifie na eno ena odinsema tuja abo ose amanfo omo oni omko competition bebre ya frɛ no aba ne nche kra be congratulate no da Ghana for ase obi bia sese nyina nso ya sama ono and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia another 4 years. Also mpana omo access on beso yen and assign that media say adwuma ya ye na mdemo politicians they come on say their media their best friend. They say we are the greatest evil in the eyes of the enemies
of the opposition. Opposition no so kanya mo kwa na mo wo ho akadonko mu nyina ho.
And so most we need to see the media has done it tremendously well. Good coverage.
Yes.
Every blessed Saturday. But the end we are not perturbed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Supporters no bebre. I just said Woma district the whole street has been blocked from Kwame Nkrumah circle. Just said Woma blocking street and woman that was sono kasia pa. Woman that was sono kasia pa. And woman district now. Jubilation Kassiapa Ban Kassia Womo Abo Ajum at the same time was so Eddie Womo and a cast no up block a pine of
for more and penny about Sarah Obama na hoarding Ediamaye any check na Odiamaye and you 4 more to do more. Now you're the Ghana first one.
And I say, and just a street Nasunyina very far and the jubilation is so serious. Woman just a quieting in the whole stretch, as you can see. Woman broke a quieting in Obi house, Mama, what's why? Mama,
That's right. That's what we can crack.
Kwame, the number person can say, I'm say Facebook near TF4 no antimasi. It's not the fact to say me defend or software dubois, but the person can say, we nipa and a wakasa, one kasa ye into a bene day. Yen trade young pombasa yado dim na young fan channel. Na software dubois who said next time and come shebi wa. I was say a year who film. What kind Bible say you were a dear nyina ho kwan. Na ya na nyina na edai e fata ye. Tietefo amutie o social media, Facebook, NJTV live, radio live. Enye se me defend no, but o he sofo. It is a soft asoli bi sofo foforo bi e na kokan ya ntinka ye nsi na boa na. Die ye pese nyame be yadom aboa ye ama asomdwa edai aba. Asomdwe no so na nyame adom ye nsa edai aka no. Eje anya babedo moma yemfa asumdwe ne ntenase na Yesu kono se eye asumdwe na mede yedai medi jamo asumdwe no man ga na hwehwe eno na adoda nkwa wini o se dwoma ama na wini yo se gum na wini yo obi o wini
ye beda mu nyina ase ye sha se e de afro twede amponyankopon so eye ono no aye ama yetimenya successful elections na ya mamo successful coverage. And what so no, my main sign and not ye CEO ase. From there, penning forward where did that radio stations not know your Bangla FM Wakra ha. From the general manager, Kojo Dixon through Captain Smart, Stacey Martin, Chami Kofi. Just say penning for ni na ye better obi bi ase. Na tech Paul Amantem. A man for the da. Ye projects in we unim the name ye ba. Ye projects in we. A fey na almost the umba ya chepa matusala for no. Almost I see a fry and say matusala dear. Say a poor yama a buy and che. I feel more friend among your projects in no hen say, hey, now you
vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. Our person different Europe. Eba Ghana. And I say, open so by 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Baby, I wish you put container free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America. Baby, I person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there. We are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unyai and our tea and will be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
TV Royal chocolate is the way to go. From 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh, that's for sure. Oh, Mama Royal chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible. And it must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501 322 584. That's 0501.
Technology worth sharing. It's the future.